Let's see. March 5th, 2022, Ironfang.
Right. Last time on Ironfang Invasion, conflict with the Godslayer. Cassie went in to have a little chat with Arcturus and try to use the fact that she realized he was behind the technology that had gotten into Xerxes' hand as a way to blackmail him out of his threats against, right, out of his own blackmail attempts against Simon and her. It didn't go very well. She was able to escape and share the knowledge among friends before retreating.
Can we just do like an imagined situation? Like everybody's talking, just sort of shooting the crap, and suddenly, guys, actually, trying to kill me!
And both Burl and Wendell said, "Did you deserve it?"
No.
Yes.
No, I did not.
Did.
Bluff 20.
Yeah. Arcturus, realizing that he could no longer stop the spread of this information unless he killed all of them, but that would put him in a rather disadvantageous spot since he'd have to take on the hobgoblins all alone, practically, and decided to wait things out for the moment and see how things went. And so you guys kind of retreated back, buffed up, and waited, and nothing happened. And after that, you guys separated off from each other and hid in some of the Diamond Mountains up north. At that point, you guys went into your magical mansion and had a little chat, revealing things to each other and coming up with a plan. And what was that plan?
To negotiate and hopefully not die.
Be completely and blatantly honest and let Burl just go ham. Cassie would buff him up diplomatically, and then we'll see what happens, basically. Is your mic on?
Yes. Sorry, I'm switching back to caps lock now that it's working, and I'm pressing Alt accidentally all the time now. Yeah, so realizing Arcturus does not respond very well to threats, they decided to be nice and see how that worked out. Basically revealing like they didn't really care how the Technic League was initially involved as long as they sort things out well now. But the sticking point was that Arcturus would not bend on getting access to this place through the Sardonyx Shard. However, before things came into conflict, Varys popped up as an alternate, as an acceptable third party in the moment, and took the Sardonyx Shard for herself. And that basically was acceptable in Arcturus's eyes, and now Varys has the Sardonyx Shard. Arcturus and the current party no longer has it, and she will then give it to Spencer as soon as they are out of this place. Arcturus explained a bit about what happened. Well, he did sell technology to the Ironfang Legion for his own reasons. They were able to take that and do more with it than he expected, given their unlimited resources. in this location, which he was not aware of at the time. Given how expensive technology is, if you want to invent or create any more, normally just by being aware and controlling all the resources on the material plane, he can control who has access to technology by and large on the macro scale. It's impossible to control every one person, but it is possible to control the resource deposits. But not this place, and so that is how they are able to expand their technological abilities. A lot of their technology that they mimicked at first was rocket launchers, simply because, I don't think he mentioned this, but this is stuff that you either heard from Simon or from Arcturus later, was rocket launchers simply because that is part alchemy, parts technology, and thus is much more easy to replicate. Also, they somehow built their own generator, which was also somewhat unexpected. But yeah, so you learned that, and then decided that Varys would help deal with there's an army on the island outside in addition to the fort and everybody there. And he decided to send a message to the Minotaurs, getting them to get out of the way before all hell breaks loose, because Arcturus said he'd blow everything up. And after that, Varys would use her stealth capabilities to snipe any resistance movements before they could properly form, to make sure there's no pressure on you guys from the island attacking you from behind. Riza didn't say what she'd be doing. Yeah, so I think that's about that. After that, you guys went to scouting everything out and learned a bit about what was going on. There were several places to attack from outside. There was the at the top right of the tower, there was the third floor's balcony, which people could attack from. There is also a smaller place for that, much smaller place on the east side. Yeah, the northeast of the third floor. There is a smaller place on the east side of the second floor, and another northeast spot on the first floor. There are also several windows, like narrow arrow slits, but those are mostly facing, given the nature of them, they can only face forward, really, not up. So it's only the balconies where they can kind of step out and look up, which would have a chance to shoot you when attacking from above. There's also the Warmonger on the bridge in the northeast area. And the south place is mostly a place open to land, which has a lot of the troops going back and forth. And and at the southeast part of that is where the gate is, controlled by a robot and several gammas. Also on the southwest, there is the stable with different creatures, including a what's his actual name? I just call him Hamtaro in my head now.
Ferdinand.
Ferdinand, thank you. Which was Ferdinand, who was being taken care of by another hobgoblin who seemed to genuinely care for this hamster. However, the express purpose of raising them to murder humans. And Ferdinand had kids
that he ate.
You have seen the ones that you've seen the ones that he didn't eat. Yeah. And so, right. Going back to the third floor. You had one beetle go into the southwest tower, all the way up to the top where the ruby wing gargoyles were stationed, where they're just kind of hanging out when they weren't on duty. and taking bets to see when the humans would attack. And one guy bet 9:10 tomorrow, I believe.
9:23.
9:23. Yeah, I wrote it down too.
And you guys decided to make that the time you attacked.
We're gonna make that guy rich for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, assuming he's not named for a reason. No. Like, how could you know that? You had to be collaborating with him.
Like if we see him later and we're looting and stuff, it's like, you know, we should be sure to give him some money and send him on his way because like he won fair and square.
Yep. Yeah. Okay, and another one went into the middle, which was a training arena where guys were wrestling and such. And the monk at the head of it, found the beetle and squished it. At which point he saw Azersi come up the stairs right after they were bad-mouthing her and scare them off. And the guy kind of nodded towards your little spell. And that's where we left off. As Azersi approached the clairvoyance.
I specifically wanted to hear them do the wrestling broadcasting, the WW, you know, because and he basically did a little bit of one. So I wouldn't see him nodding over to it.
Gotcha. Okay. So all you, right? You don't actually see her.
Right, it's invisible.
You just heard them react to Azersi.
Yeah.
Okay. So I need to get rid of that token since you never actually saw it at all.
No, but I heard it. I heard her talk. She said, "What is this?"
Well, I saw it because I had the beetle. Or is this after he crushed
That's
the beetle?
right. Oh.
Well, it's in the center tower, so 2 beetles went in. One's just on the other side of the room.
Yeah. I thought one of them went in the.
There were 4. Like 2 went to the middle, and 1 went to each other tower.
Okay. Okay. So the one went in the top of the center tower, and one went in the bottom of the center tower, or something.
Well, I mean, like they went in the doors and went in opposite directions, I guess. Like, however, like once they're inside, they could split up.
Okay, so let's say they split up at as soon as they entered through the doors, right there. Okay. So, slight retcon, you did not hear Xerxes' voice. You just heard them react to her. And then you hear the same guy who was leading the troops say, passing along a message from our glorious leader. I assume you are intending to come here before the transposition engine is fully charged.
Wait, so they know it's clairaudience? They can do a... Okay, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
He could also just be assuming it's scrying and not clairaudience, or even if it's clairvoyance, just be mouthing so you could
I'm sorry.
really well, or writing down.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
There's lots of possibilities. I'm not really interested in.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I interrupted.
Okay. However, it does not need... We don't need resort to an apocalyptic scenario. The energy we have is enough to transport part of the land as it stands. It would not destroy your entire country, but it would do much damage. If you don't want to see any of your precious country destroyed, I suggest full surrender. If not, the moment you assault this tower, we will begin activation.
Okay, I'm saying I'm saying this out loud to the people around me as I hear it from him. And so I say,
If you do surrender, if you surrender the sardonic shard to us, we will allow you safe passage back to your lands.
yeah, as I say this, I also add a yeah right to the end of that. So I say, so basically, it sounds like they somehow saw my invisible sensor. So probably invisibility won't work in there.
Also, out of character, invisible sensors can still be noticed with a high enough perception check.
I know that. This is what she's saying.
Okay, sorry, I interrupted you.
I know a lot of things that I don't use with her. I purposefully made a stupid decision. Anyway, as she says, so they can see it, and that's what the message is. So basically, when we assault this place, there is a countdown. Now, they could be bluffing partially, but we should assume it's not a bluff. And as soon as we start, we need to find their control panel and shut it off, wherever it is.
I have my beetles looking.
Yeah, did we see a control panel yet? Rogue?
No, you have not.
Okay, we have not seen a control panel yet. Okay.
What did you say that device's name was again?
The control panel?
The transposition engine.
Transition. Oh, okay. Yeah. I think I know where she's going with this. But yeah, we just need to keep on looking, I guess. But they know we're watching them now. So like I said, we don't need to worry about invisibility. Just if we don't want to be seen, we use smoke. And we have that in abundance, so we're good. Is that all he says? He just sort of stops talking and leaves? Or?
Yeah, that's all he says.
All right, so last session, when I said that I am sure to remember Azershi's voice, we're retconning that to say that she didn't say anything?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right, well, if I'm not hearing anything else...
Did I see her through the beetle? Because I'm watching through my beetles. I can switch between them, and we were focusing on this tower at the time.
One second.
Is one beetle still alive?
You saw the door open, but no one came in. And then they all ran and screamed like they could see her. But there was nothing there.
That's interesting. All right, I will remove myself from that one, and I say, okay, I can place myself somewhere else.
I'm saying the beetles are currently exploring, and I'm focusing on trying to find some kind of control panel. Like, it's mostly just passive. I'm not directly controlling each beetle. They just have very general instructions. I'm just watching very intently. I'll focus on the middle tower, but I'll switch my attention over to the side towers, like maybe every half minute or so, just to see if they've caught something interesting. But I'm focusing mainly on the middle tower.
All right. So the other second one. All right. There we go. Finally.
While he's doing that, I want to actually look out on the... I want to use clairvoyance the area with all the Minotaurs. I want to try to find one of them that looks like the leader type, so that I can then use Dream.
Actually,
later.
maybe we can convince the Minotaurs to take over the control room for us.
Or at least to help. Yeah. Yeah, because I can use Dream to appear to them however I want to. So I can look like Kasaruk.
I would say let's not use deception to get them on our side.
I was thinking what I could do. But yeah, I can use Dream to talk to someone who looks like the leader.
Yeah, it could go south very quick if we tried to deceive them, especially
I
when
know.
what I'm suggesting is the honest fucking truth.
Yes. We're going the path of honesty this time, so.
Aw, that's no fun.
I know. But we've already look. You're just complaining about what just happened, and that wasn't from honesty. Oh, and by the way, I am sorry for tripping you. And tonight, if I still have the spell, I can get your memory back. I say to Wendell.
Mm-hmm. We'll see.
Hey, if you don't want your memory back, that's fine.
Oh no, that's coming back. No, we'll see if I don't get you next.
I look forward to it.
You won't even see it coming.
I certainly hope not, because that's the entire point of a prank. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing while he's doing the other thing. And back to him.
Okay. Well, they go through this passage and downstairs right there. There, you see a grand hall flanked by 2 sets of onyx stairs, glowing walls bathing it in a bright glow, and 4 crystalline statues depicting dour-faced, gem-encrusted warriors basking in the room's radiance. These are Xeomorn warriors. And there's an altar that has been a new addition that holds a bloody collection of manacles and animal fangs. Humanoid bones dangle from the ceiling as macabre ornaments.
Gonna blow that up on our way through.
And there is a...
should I roll a knowledge religion on maybe an unholy symbol somewhere?
Sure.
I'm running heightened awareness while doing this, just so I. But let's see. Where's my knowledge?
And also a perception check while you're at it.
Okay. So I hit for religion. I hit a 17. Ew. Perception will be a lot better. 49.
Okay. Religion, you've seen this before, so you know the basics. At least it's Hadragash.
Okay. Not surprising.
Yep. And the creature there seems to be a greater Barghest that is in its goblin form. Barghests there, I think the first time you encountered them was insulting the castle at the end of book 2.
Yeah, we fought them before. I can't really remember much about them, but we have fought them before.
I know that they dimension doored away. I remember that.
Did it look like there were any Xenomorn parts on that altar?
Not on the altar, but on the statues, there do seem to be some Xenomorn I mean, you can't cast Detect Magic through, so you can't tell if it's an actual artifact or just decoration. But,
No, I'm talking about like actual body parts from the other Xeomorns.
oh. There probably would be.
Because what we could probably do is, if we can get like a, oh, that'd be hilarious. Oh, that'd be such a fuck you to them. They're so full of themselves casting Reincarnate on them. Sorry.
Does that work on Outsiders? Or hold on.
I mean,
I mean, it's a resurrection spell. I don't think it's necessarily that it doesnn't work on outsiders. It just has, as long as you have a body part, I think it would work.
if they have the if they're still a humanoid, it should work. But I don't like if it's a race. But if it's like a demon or something.
Oh, no, okay. Unlike most living creatures, an outsider does not have a dual nature. Its soul and body form one unit. When an outsider is slain, no soul is set loose. Spells that restore souls to the body, such as Raise the Dead, Reincarnate, and Resurrection, do not work on an outsider.
Oh.
It takes a different magical effect, like a limited wish, miracle, or true resurrection to restore it to life.
Huh. That's okay. Well,
outsiders
so much for that.
Outsiders with the native subtype can still be resurrected like normal, so ASMR are fine. But that's something like unique about like angels and demons. Like if they're dead, they're dead.
So a Xeomorn is technically a full-on outsider. Okay, I thought they were like their own race, but okay.
They are their own race. It's just an outsider race. Yeah, they're our Earth elemental extraplanar outsider.
Oh, what's the light level both in and out of the tower?
With it being hobgoblins, they probably have the lights low.
Yeah, I mean in this room it's bright, but I mean they could have the lights off, but like I don't see why they would. This was originally designed by, yeah, I'd say it's normal light level. Just because there is already a lot of light in place and there's no reason to really turn it off. I mean, even if you can see with dark vision, you still can't see color and such. So I'd say normal light levels throughout the castle, bright inside this specific room. Outside, there's light from crystals all along the ceiling far above. So it's either normal or low light, depending on where you're at, if you're in shadow or not.
So outside would basically be darker than inside?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
In this case, though, maybe not. Because you're in the lake is. See, I know the river's Quicksilver. Yeah, the lake's Quicksilver nature is probably reflecting a lot of the light. So while places inland would probably have low light levels, any place close to the lake would be normal light levels, as the Quicksilver kind of sparkles and reflects the light back out into the surrounding area. Yeah. So, like, I mean, I guess even Joe's character can't be resurrected since he's a full-on Fae and not a normal race.
Shit.
Uh-oh. Don't die, dude.
Well, that's new.
Breath of Life might work, but I don't know if we have that.
We do. Simon has the green hypo gun.
All right, well, Simon, it's up to Simon to save your life if you die. He has 1 round to do so.
Yep.
So basically, don't stray too far away from Simon. Don't be on like the other side of the room.
Yeah.
Okay. That guy does see the beetle and eats it.
Oh, the Barghast did?
Yeah.
Dinner.
How many we have left?
We have
Two.
one on both of the side towers.
It's not doing a whole lot of good.
Yeah, there was one that was spying in on the gargoyles, and one on the east tower.
All right, well, the others in the other towers are heading down, so...
Yeah, the cool thing about the insect spies is it does not, it doesn't necessarily, let people know that they're being spied on because there's bugs all over the place.
I mean, yeah, these are filthy hobgoblins. They got
Yeah.
bugs everywhere.
So, I mean, they don't know, oh, someone is using a spell to see me. It's just like, oh, it's a freaking bug, slap.
Yeah, in that case, it was just unlucky that I rolled really high on it. But he doesn't have a clue what was going on. Okay, so where are you entering the eastern tower? There is the first and second floor. There is entrances all along the north side through the arrow slits.
Whatever the highest one up was, because I was kind of like very vague instructions. I would just say the topmost hole, highest hole.
There's a lot of holes on the top, but if they're coming from northeast, then they would probably go in through here. Okay. Right. So,
I think I see a robot.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's a robot.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Okay, so there's that guy. There is a cleric of Hadragash.
I'm wondering if that's the leader of the Minotaurs in this area. I'm going to focus on him for a moment, see if he says anything to give me an indication on if he's there, like maybe coerced into service for the sake of Kosaruk, or if he is his own guy looking an ambitious individual looking to side with the Ironfang in order to stake his own, etc.
That's like a P90 with bayonets on there. That's amazing.
No, that's a crossbow mixed with a submachine gun.
Oh, are those? Oh, I thought since there wasn't any strings next to him, I didn't realize that was a crossbow.
Oh yeah.
Mechanically speaking, it's intended to be a heavy repeater crossbow.
Oh,
I
that's cool.
might change that. How
It's like with two openings. Poof, 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 poof.
Yeah. You can
Shouldn't a repeater crossbow have like a hand crank or?
Yeah, it takes like a full round action to reload. You can tell it's been modified with technology to allow for easier reloading.
Yeah, basically it takes an entire container of a bolt ejects the spent one, slams the new one in, and keeps on going.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, there's also a cleric of Hadragash with him and the robot.
Are they saying anything of interest?
No, they are just keeping watch.
All right. Well, I mean, if they don't say anything, there's not anything for me to pick up on, so the bug will continue on its way.
Okay. Down south. You enter into a larger room that has stairs going down, and that leads up to a higher balcony that goes down south. In here, there are two undead.
Like sentient undead or just zombies?
Where are we?
Knowledge religion.
And how high is the ceiling here?
24.
Could someone ping the part of map we're at? Thank you.
How high is the ceiling?
1, 2 feet. Uh, Main floor ceiling is 10 feet tall here. The first floor is 20 feet tall, and the second and third floor are 10 feet tall.
I'm guessing Laura wants to do a clairvoyance or a clairaudience or something. Anyway, undead 24 knowledge religion.
Okay, 24. Let me double check. That is not enough to identify it.
Oh,
Let me blow it up so you know what it looks like.
that's worrying because 24 isn't that bad.
The DC
He got
is
a hook through his chest.
the DC is 10 plus CR.
Oh goodness.
So it's at
Okay.
least a CR 25. Okay.
No, 10 plus CR.
So it could be 15 and then
Yeah, 15 or
plus
higher.
10, yeah.
Ah, okay.
Which is still really high.
I was gonna say, wait, 25 CR, we'd be fucked.
It's still really high. It's
Yeah.
pretty.
Now the rarity can change the DC by up to 5 in either direction. This is so that might affect things.
Well, I was spending my time using clairaudience, clairvoyance to figure out the name and what the leader of the Minotaurs would be. So, like, that's what I'm doing while all this is happening.
Okay. In the meantime, yeah, you can. They appear to just be hanging from chains from the ceiling, but your perception is high enough to know that at least these are undead. Just whether it's like small twitches or little bits of movement that other people wouldn't notice, you can tell they are actual undead. You just don't know what kind.
So they're hanging from that hook in their chest.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. The hook.
I guess they're really on the hook.
Oh goodness.
Okay.
No, they're like that cat poster, just hanging in there.
Huh. Roll me like 40 d20s or something.
40?
Yeah.
40.
Yeah.
He wants to see how much damage we take from a meteor.
Oh fuck.
I'm guessing it's probably supposed to be like a stealth check, and like the moment it's low enough, the bug dies. That too is probably the end of it.
There's a 1.
Well, the 1's much further down. I'll take the 1.
Okay. Your insects, after it goes into the room, it seems to slow down and have a harder time moving for a while. It's still
Is that in the room with the undead?
Yeah.
Is this a spellcraft check to? I mean, at a penalty, obviously, but
No, spellcraft will not help you in this instance. It's just that it's disoriented or slowed down or something like that.
would a perception help me figure it out?
Yes.
Ooh, rolled low, but it's still a 39.
Make me 2 will saves.
Oh, motherfucker.
Oh. For him or the bug?
I mean, he's getting all the information the bug's getting.
Well,
Oh.
whoa!
Oh. Gosh.
You are make me a couple more will saves.
Oh shit.
You are when hearing that you hear whispers, just vile, evil, blasphemous chants just from in the area around them, and it sickens you to the point where you're completely nauseated and thrown off from the spell for a bit.
Oh, well, it's a good thing I got that still gut for tomorrow.
So does he like just? He's like focusing, just vomits everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, technically, I'm switching in and out of focus. Like I'm probably lying down on my back or something. Like I'll do a move action, turn back into Burl, and tell you what I've seen, and then move action to go back to the bugs.
So it's a
And,
vomit geyser. Got it.
And so all of a sudden you see Burl go, and it fires upward and sprays out equally in all directions as everyone is gathered around listening to Burl talk very intently. And it rains down on everyone like acid.
Vile.
I've seen this before. Turn him on his side so he doesn't choke in his own vomit.
Now let the fucker choke. He just got vomit on me.
Simon will do that while Cassie begins cleaning off
Prestidigitation.
prestidigitation off her, and then off anybody else who's there. But she does the put your own mask over your face before you do it to anybody else version of prestidigitation, while Simon helps Burl not choke on his vomit.
I'm suddenly remembering this really just absolutely like like basically toilet humor comic I saw. Basically, this guy is vomiting, and then he starts diarrhea at the same time and starts spinning like a top.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, the swirlies. Yeah, scrubs off all that vomit. It's, Burl, what the hell?
Undead, bad chanting. That's a good thing bugs can't vomit. I described the undead hanging from the ceiling with like the hooks in their chests to like let someone make a check maybe at a penalty with knowledge religion.
Certainly. I'll say anybody else can make a knowledge religion check out of -4.
Okay, investigative
Even
mind.
if Phil has a point in there, but even with a natural 20, she won't be able to get better than what Burl got.
And knowledge religion isn't one of Cassie's things. Let me see what she got though.
And I have none.
You know, I'm kind of glad that I got those ones out of the way now.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, oh, now you roll one. Yeah.
So yeah, I'll take it right now while I'm at a safe distance, surrounded by friends.
Bestow insight too.
Rolled a 2. Ah.
I roll. Oh wow, I rolled bad.
Yeah.
Okay, actually, that's not so bad. 15 plus 6 plus 5 plus 2 plus 2. Actually, I don't have that plus 2. So 7 plus 8, 28, 24. Oh, right. So plus bestow. Yeah. Okay. So I basically got the same thing he got.
Okay, you do not know anything else.
Yeah, I've never heard of something like that. I'm not the best when it comes to zombie stuff.
Did it seem like the chanting was coming from the zombies?
Yeah.
Uku, 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 traka, uku, 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 traka.
We'll say perception check.
Okay. Hooga chaka, hooga, hooga, hooga chaka.
Okay. It started. You realize it started happening as soon as you entered into the room.
I can't stop this feel.
I mean, you're also dealing with an insect's perceptions abilities in some
Deep
ways.
inside of me.
It was hard to pin it down.
And the closer we get, the music changes. It's Friday, Friday.
Ah!
And that's when Burl suddenly started vomiting.
Yeah.
Gotta get down to Friday.
Yeah, and so it was hard to tell exactly, but it does seem to be something unique to this room.
Can the bug go down another floor?
Yeah, do you want to go outside or downstairs?
We're staying inside as much as possible.
Okay.
I mean that, like I'm not controlling the bugs. Like I said, they were given very vague instructions, and that instruction is to go from the topmost entrance and just explore downward through each tower.
Okay. All right. Next room, there's some bunks and a table with some playing cards. But there's also some alchemical tables as well. Two of them are keeping watch, and one of them is working on some kind of.
Can you ping it? Okay, thanks. It's a very big map.
Yeah. Yeah, so this seems to be a guard room with some alchemists. Some are keeping watch, others are doing alchemical stuff and working on some potions and things. If you describe it to Simon, he says it's probably just some basic healing potions. Next up, they would, let's see, probably go south. This is some stables that are currently empty.
Okay.
Hold on. Another perception check.
If you get another 5, I'm calling hacks.
That's a lot better. 46.
Okay. A couple things to note. First off, there seems to be some kind of horseshoes that gleam, obviously some with some magic to them, hidden in a corner of the room, and also the one of the undead had a signet ring with a notable crest on it.
Okay.
This is a crest you would be familiar with of the Sabines. One worn by Lord Catra Sabine during the War Council.
Oh.
It is a family crest for them.
Oh, maybe it's her brother.
Yeah. All that is left is to explore this area. And that is the gate. This is the gate going from the bridge to the inner courtyard. And there is a fine silvery film covering the pitted walls of this otherwise drab chamber, interrupted only by a trio of arrow slits in the eastern wall. I would like another perception check.
At this point, Cassie has given you the
41.
has given you insight perception.
Okay,
So,
whatever that gives me.
plus 8 at least. Okay, plus 2 insight bonus, plus 1 for 4 levels. So
What kind of bonus is it?
Insight bonus.
Okay, so it does stack. I'm pretty sure heightened
And-
awareness is just like a competence or something.
Yes, and once before the spell's duration ends, the target can choose to roll 2 checks and take the greater result. But it ends if you do that. So a 41, you said, becomes a 49.
Rogue?
It's like while you're in it,
Yeah, okay, so
your vision seems to sharpen.
a couple of things. The first floor is 10 feet. It's the first floor of the eastern guardhouse. That is 20 feet, not the rest. Which means the Minotaur is level with the third story. Not the second, even though he is only on the second story map. But it's also worth noting, you realize the ceiling, there is a grating and holes through which there is you hear some bubbling liquid from above.
They have like acid or boiling traps. But we're coming in from the top, so fuck them.
Yeah.
Think about it this way, though: if they decide to, like,
Technically, would like boiling traps or whatnot work on us if we had life bubble?
Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
it's
Light
it's
bubble
not-
protects you from aerial gases, not lava.
Okay, just wanted to check.
And if it was lava, it would still hurt really badly, even with resist fire.
You would be protected from the fumes of the lava, so you wouldn't choke on the smoke, but
You just burn alive.
You just burn alive, yeah.
Thank goodness I don't. Thank goodness I don't die with a lung full of smoke. Only 3rd degree burns.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's well beyond 3rd degree burns. You're just charred.
Well, I mean, yeah, but there's no.
You're
there's
like
nothing
burnt
beyond
hot
that.
dog.
Burnt hot dog burns.
Are you enjoying your ring golem? You are? Excellent.
For the few seconds that you get, that's it.
And so we know at least where not to focus on, because we still haven't found the room that controls it, but we know where not to go.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of confident that it's going to be in the middle tower where I lost my fucking beetles already, but... Oh well, at least I know what's in the side towers.
Okay. Yeah, so that is everything in this tower, and having accomplished its instructions, it goes back to report.
Yeah, it'll start making its way back to me, but it won't. The spell wear off before it gets here, and it can just go about its business.
Yeah.
So what about the last beetle?
Yes, the last beetle is in the western tower. What were you doing for the Minotaur again, Cassie?
I wanted to see which one looked the most leadership person. See if I could read the lips on who was around them. But if not, I'll just have to reset with a clear audience around that particular Minotaur and pick up on conversation, hopefully its name. Because while the way the spell works is that you need to know at least what the Minotaur looks like enough to be descriptive so that it's the only one, and it really helps to have the name.
Okay. Okay.
You're rolling nothing under a 10 for these things.
Yeah, getting them out of the way early, so it'll be all ones in the combat.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
Okay, he points to the description and says, "Cleric, there is magic afoot."
Oh, there's cleric. Okay, but I can see someone that looks very very leadership oriented.
The room with you're looking at the room. Oh, are you looking at the room with the Minotaur in the tower or in the camp?
In the camp, because that's what we were wanting to, have those guys escape.
Sorry, I misheard.
Where it's like just the Minotaurs, which I was like, oh, there's clerics out there too. Cool, whatever.
Okay, correct that. Okay. So where are you getting your basis on where to cast the spell?
All right. Well, I'm getting the tower, and I'm from. I might have to use the spell a couple times.
Okay, but clairvoyance has a 800-foot casting range. You can't cast it like miles away from you.
Wait, what? No, it has miles per level.
Clairaudience, clairvoyance says range is long.
Wait, what was I thinking of then? That was scrying. No, minute per level. What the heck was I remember there was one that had it per mile. I thought that was it. I'm sorry. Forget that. We got.
Well, that's another reason you didn't hear Xerxes' voice.
That's another reason why. So apparently,
We have
didn't
learned
use that.
fucking nothing from
and so I was like, try to use it. I was like,
so we didn't actually hear the ultimatum.
Let's say he said that to the beetle.
Okay.
Well,
the one that got the first one that got crushed.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he knew that it was okay. Yeah. Sorry, I really. Oh man. Okay. I need to find which one was the mile that I thought.
Yeah. So in that case, I don't think he would have known right away that the beetle was magical. He probably would have realized something was off and had a cleric cast detect magic on something, and then done that, I guess.
Well, to be fair, you also you reset things too. So we all just are resetting things back and forth.
Yeah. 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 Okay. So in that case, there's the final tower. So the top of it were the ruby wing gargoyles. And going downstairs leads into another room. This is the war room. Okay.
No fighting in here.
Yeah. Actually, it's 8 o'clock, so we might want to pause for now.
Yeah, it is 8 o'clock. Man, I was so sure that it was a mile per level there.
I was like, wait a minute, how are you using a second level divination spell to spy on stuff miles away?
It's not second level, it's third level.
Or third level. Well, third level, sorry.
I mean, third level is, that's possible. If it's second level, obviously not, but...
Yeah, I know. The thing that I was thinking was like, okay, where are you getting your reference point on where to?
Maybe he cast that mind bond or whatever on the beetles.
Well,
Mind link?
Yeah, mind link on the beetles.
It doesn't work that way. It only works as a way of transferring information one way or the other. Thank you for trying to help. Thank you for trying
I mean,
to help.
that'd be one thing. It's like you're in a private chat room with 4 beetles, like click, click, click.
well, I mean, the origin point is still like Cassie. So unless the beetle is like,
I could totally scry on the beetle.
You give the beetle the wand, and the beetle casts scrying, and then you see what he sees through your link.
I could totally do that. Yeah.
This literal shit is delicious. Would you like some?
You go ahead and you eat it. I'm full. I'm full. Yeah, but that would have worked if I had looked at the beetle very well and then scryed on the beetle. So that could have worked.
Well, how far are we from the tower?
Miles away. We're about 10 miles away. I think that's what Rogue said.
Yeah, you are currently at about there.
Right about Gamma.
Yeah, about the top left edge of Gamma, and the tower is there.
Yeah, because I was so sure about it. I was like, yeah, it's... I have 16 miles of... But no, I didn't. I did not. All right, I'm going to go. See you guys in a bit.
Yep.
Well, I have a far glass, and it allows me to use clairaudience / clairvoyance to any spot that I can see through it. Which, if I'm on high enough, it can be up to 10 miles.
Ah, okay. Do you have to have line of sight? Because you couldn't really get inside the castle with that. Okay, it has to be a line of sight, so the only way to get inside would be cast it inside would be through an arrow slit.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
All right, I'm here. Yeah, so we could have it so that I scried on the bug, which would allow all that stuff to happen.
Yeah, it happened basically as described. They'd see the scrying sensor, whoever else made them, and everything.
That helps you out. You don't have to retcon as much. But then I would have seen that guy, right?
Yep.
So I could try to scry on him now.
Yes. Yeah, so you also saw the same thing of like doors opening, nothing, everybody running, screaming it was a Xerxes. It closed, the door closed, still nothing, and then him sending the message along.
Okay. All right. Cool. So, because of that, I can give Fel a.
Hold on. Is everybody back?
Yeah.
What's that say?
I can give Fel what the guy looked and sounded like for her to scribe, perhaps, on him.
RPG, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, cool.
Because she's better at that kind of thing than me. I'm sort of a lot of things. She's specialized. So I show her using a sound image. Well, I just use major image and give how he sounded and how he looked, how he held himself.
I think that's something I would actually have to prepare for.
Well, in the meantime,
Do you not have scrying or an open slot?
well, in the meantime of while she's figuring that out, I'm having the guy like burp and like scratch his butt and pick his nose and do all sorts of other things that he would never want to see himself do.
I don't know. I guess I don't know if we want to like hand wave that because I think what I did is I have my spell list ready for the next day. I'm not expecting to.
Well, we were talking about this today. Today we're just going to be scouting for the
You
most
can
part.
hand wave that today. You had some open slots since you weren't attacking today.
Yeah, we would have discussed that. We would have been spending the day for scouting. So, yeah.
Okay, it'll still take an hour to cast, but normally it's a +5 for the second hand thing, but Cassie's specialty is fusions, disguises, and lying, so I'll say that's enough for first hand knowledge.
Well, I have a special ability, so scrying only takes 1 minute.
Oh, okay. Also that.
But okay, so what modifiers are we going with?
I'm just saying, I'm saying first hand. Or well,
I mean, I basically have him. I have him say exactly what he said to me, but I have him as the actual. Oh, I can't do that. I will say it myself using vocal alteration, and then have his lips move. In conjunction with what I'm saying. Because as we know, major image does not allow understandable speech.
Did we finish my trek of the other tower?
not yet.
Maybe we can wrap that up first then.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let me bring you back to this map.
Yeah, I'm just going to go through my abilities to see if there's any way I can jack up my DC on this.
Okay, so yeah, you go into the war room.
Moondew. I have some. What's his face? Simon will say, if you're trying to use divination magic, I can help. I don't have much of this, but you can use what I have. It adds 1 to the DC.
Uh, Meanwhile, before all this, or well, I guess during it, right? I'm forgetting you can do scrying fast. You see a large hobgoblin. There's an idea. You see a large bugbear.
Is this me?
Yes, you.
Okay.
Yes, couldn't be. Yelling at several other hobgoblins. It's like, I'm sick of waiting around. They struck back at us. We strike back again at them. Xerxes going on about mutually assured distraction is a better way for coexistence as competing nations. Bullshit! They kill us, we kill them. Who's with me? And everybody is just like, yeah, sure, whatever you say, Voxel. Yep, that's a great idea. And they're just kind of like nodding along at him, just kind of scared, just looking at a map of Nirmathos, and he's talking about where to strike back and stuff like that. They're basically ranting about, let's see, what else would be saying? She's like, he's got some stupid grand plan doing she won't tell us about, and constantly disappears, and then all the time, and he's just kind of constantly yelling about all that. This room. There's a giant diorama in the center. It's actually really good. It's not just a simple map. It's a full-size diorama of the near Mythos and some of the outer edges of the surrounding countries. It's there's several towns that have been crushed that they had destroyed, and they show like where all the towers that you guys used were, that kind of thing.
Okay. I don't see anyone that looks like an actual leader, do I?
I mean, Noxel is in charge, but mostly through intimidation.
Yeah, I don't see anyone standing up to him, which I would assume to be like one of the hobgoblin leaders, because as much as they enjoy the muscle of a bugbear, they're not going to put one in charge.
Yeah, he's just angry at Xerxes for waiting and is trying to garner support.
The bug continues on its way.
Yeah. Okay. It would go down. It exploring the tower, not the central area. So it goes downstairs. It explores this whole place, which has just different beasts that they use to ride. And there is a couple other. There'd probably be a couple other sections, maybe with some other smaller Hamtaros by themselves as well. Maybe like the previous generation that had grown up a little bit.
Hamsters everywhere.
Yep.
Okay.
Give me a second. And after that, it's finished with this tower, so probably leave.
All right. Well, that's the information I've gotten. I didn't see any control panels, so the center tower is where we're going down. Sound fair?
Yep. And the only control panel we saw was when a general scouting of the outside on the second floor of the eastern tower. But that seems to be just for the gate accessing the stone road. Given its position, it's well, it might be important stuff. It might not be. I don't think it went out. The bug went outside.
Okay, so did the bug exit yet, or what?
The bug's exited and left.
Okay, so that's the end of what I see. Well, I have a good idea of what's in the two side towers, and we have a good idea that all the important shit's in the middle tower.
All right. If I use Tenebrous Spell and Paragon Surge to give myself Spell Focus Divination, then that'll bump Scrying up to 25 will save.
Okay. I would like you to make me a spell resistance check.
Ooh, doggy.
I'm trying to remember. This is the half elf only. Yep.
Was that including the +1 from Moondew? Hey.
Okay, you pierce through his spell resistance. Now he will make a will save.
So were you including the Moondew for that, for the 25?
The Moondew affects the will save, not the spell resistance.
Right, I know. So
What's Moondew?
It gives you a +1 to.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know. Ooh, +18.
It's, you saw by the way it carried itself, it was a monk. Or something like that, a brawler maybe. So it didn't have any weapons, but it still carried itself with dignity and poise, like it was dangerous regardless. It was highly muscled with a toned body. That said, it wasn't likely a spellcaster either.
So who's he's trying, or that she's trying to look at?
The guy at the top of the floor who sent the message along.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay.
Sorry, I couldn't get a good read on him.
Yeah, Cassie's eyebrows go up. It's like, okay, he's big game then. It's okay. You did your best.
All right, so we have a rough plan of attack. We know that all of the worst shit's going to be in the central tower, so that's where we're going to go in.
Any particular place? And there are two spots we could typically. I mean, if we want to start at the top, there's two areas we can start from, right? Oh, from the very top. Okay. So there's that with the arbalest, and it's got some doors.
Yeah, there's only really one entrance if you're going at the very top.
I think we'll go down. We'll basically land on top of the arbalest because they won't be able to fire them at us that way. And I'm just saying, let's rampage. Like use the structure of the tower that they're assuming the ground assault from, and yeah.
We should definitely. Which of us is best at looking for traps? Just, I know we need to go quickly, but we need to be on the look. We need to make sure that we give some amount of notice for traps, because you mentioned something about boiling oil or something like that. They might have something like that up here too. Probably inside, not outside, but you know. Wendell, is that your thing, or would that be something?
Would that be under disable device, craft traps? What would that be?
That's perception.
Perception.
20,
22.
You use perception to find the traps and disable device to get rid of the traps.
Okay. 22, so yeah, reasonable.
Okay, so we can use whoever has the highest perception, and then probably either Simon and Wendell, or Wendell and Simon to disable them. Or we could like disable them, but be able to activate them again if we ever have to go back.
Turn the traps on their owners.
Yeah, basically. Okay, this is a decent plan. Do we want to start just as a cloud in the sky like we did last time, or how do you want to do?
Well, remember, we're gonna fly up to like the fucking ceiling and zigzag through the stalagmites or the stalactites if it's the ceiling, and just basically get above like directly above the tower. And as Arcturus does the main assault, we'll drop the smoke sticks.
Right. Okay. Does it sound? Is everybody else okay with this?
I'm game.
Val?
Well, any way we approach it, there's going to carry some risk. So I'll go with whatever you go.
Okay. Let's just. I'll agree to this one. This, we have a good chance of getting other controls, but remember, we are on a time limit. We can come back and loot later. We need to, as soon as we start, we need to keep on going, because we got to find that control panel.
We'll definitely do like a quick perceptions on to see if anyone has like important key cards or anything to open doors. But yeah,
right. But we're not going to do like a fine-toothed comb right away. We'll do that later.
Were you doing this, sharing this information with Arcturus, or?
Yeah, we're coordinating with him. We don't have much.
Sure. Yeah.
With Varys here, my plans for the army can be taken care of by Varys and Riza. I'm concerned that once they find you, all the balconies will launch not only arrows but spellcasters at you as well, in addition to their flying forces and lasers or chain guns or force beams from the robots. I will instead attack from the ground simultaneously. And I'll be able to take some limited amount of fire and can take down the warmonger. I will also secure the stone road to ensure they do not use that to escape.
Okay. You need, like, not that I'm sure you have everything you need, but is there anything besides the distraction and us attacking from the top? Do you have everything you need with? Crap! What's her name? Reza and what's her name?
Varys.
Riza.
Varys. That's what I was trying to think of.
Technically, her name is something else, but that's her.
Yeah, but we don't know that. But do you have everything you need with just those two?
Yes, Varys would do a better job than I would at my plans anyway.
Right, he said there was going to be some sort of explosion at the bottom. Should be interesting.
Yes.
Okay. But I think this is a good plan because it'll keep the enemy on their toes. They won't really know what's going on. They'll be attacked from several different directions at once. Maximum chaos. This is good. All right. If we're done, I suppose we could just.
Oh. Also, when you get the Onyx key from Azersi, I require at least one shard.
Well, I mean, my agreement with him was that we would basically be handing that over to him. So
I forgot that. Never mind. Okay.
Would we be handing that over to Varys or to him?
Varys has the sardonic shard. Where we said that we would give the Onyx key to Arcturus.
Never mind, I forgot that.
Because part of the agreement is that like the sardonic shard, being the most important part, wouldn't be given to Arcturus directly, but he could have the Onyx key.
Well, but he's just asking for a shard.
No, sorry, forget that. I forgot what.
So that sounds great. I think.
Yeah.
Well, that is acceptable.
Uh-huh. Okay, so he asked for the key and Xeomorph artifacts. Any information from them that you can get?
Yeah, and part of the agreement split there was that I didn't mind giving him anything that had nothing that unless it had something to do with the creation of actual life forms. Anything material related, I'm not too concerned about, but I didn't want him being able to manipulate actual biology.
Yep, that is the agreement.
That is the agreement, and we can, just split up treasure as would be normal for this kind of thing. Xeomorph artifacts was considered part of that, so you'd probably this should work well. And let's go ahead and just figure out exact time. We know
9:23.
9:23 is when we start our attack on both sides. I will have tried to talk to the cow people and see if we can get them to go, along with the message that was already sent by Burl. Minotaurs.
Moo.
Yeah. Okay, so how are you sending that? The message is getting sent through Varys. Were you wanting to do anything else with the dream and such like you were talking about?
Yes. Unfortunately, because of the way I would have to get kind of close to see, and then to within like 800. Well, let's see, times actually like 1,000 feet, pretty much, in order to see, and then to hear a name possibly, and then I could use dream. I wouldn't like that would be okay, but I just let people know what I tend to do if they think it would be worth it, or if they think the message would be good enough. If the message would be good enough, forget that. I don't want to compromise our ability to attack in the morning.
Varys could sneak in and get some intel, maybe, today.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Varys, could you find out possibly the name of the leader? Get me a good description of the guy, and then I can use my spell to perhaps make it more likely that they'll leave in the morning. That Arcturus, UN Razor won't have to deal with a bunch of Minotaur.
I'm over here.
Oh, sorry. And I say the same thing in a different direction.
Yeah, sure. I was hoping I'd get a chance to scout out the camp before I headed on in anyway. I'll keep an eye out for them. Let you know who to talk to.
Okay, that'd be great. Appreciate it. I assume she's still. I assume she's still here, or maybe she's gone. I don't know. I never saw. I still haven't seen her. I have no idea what she looks like.
And back.
Okay. So she heads out for the day, pokes around, gets some stuff, reports back to Arcturus. About the different minerals and such. An unusual amount of no-coal, among other things. And that he's saying, well, the Minotaur in the tower's name is Grimhorn. You do not want to talk to him. He is considered almost an outcast among Minotaurs anyway. As soon after his clan was killed, he went in with the hobgoblins and considers himself one of them instead. Just folk only caring about killing humans. The one you want to talk to is Bloodhorn. He seems to have the most sway among the Minotaurs from what I could tell. Actually, let me double check what Varys' sense motive score is. All right. Yeah, most of the Minotaurs aren't being treated too well, but he seemed to at least be one of the strongest ones there. And you know how hobgoblins feel about power. And so she describes him to you.
Alrighty. So that night, I will want to use cast Dream and attempt to make contact. I will have sort of written out a basic idea of how I want to approach it and sort of get the feel of the room. Basically,
the communication is one way.
I know.
Okay.
But you know, I'm putting it before the room as it were, basically saying that they have been taken advantage of. That I know that the Minotaur people are proud warriors, and that they are currently under the thumb of someone who who sees them as pawns and nothing more in their schemes. That they are so much greater than that. That I see them as well. Start with who I am, and then all that stuff. That they're much better than they are now, and that the goblins do not deserve to work with their kind, and that if they wish to, that they should leave in the early morning, or before, say 9-ish. Do they have clocks? Do they have clocks? I don't know. They should leave.
They while they might not have clocks specifically, they have very strict regimented schedules.
Okay, like before the.
So yeah, like after
8 hours.
yeah, like after the first military drills, before the second watch, or I don't know, something like that.
Right. So I throw that before the room, just sort of get folks' ideas. But say the way the spell works is that I don't get a conversation with him. It's just a one-way street. He will see me as I want him to see him, but we talked about that. He'll see me as me. Maybe with a little bit more flair, maybe a little more pizzazz, but it'll be me. I'll say my name and what we intend to do. Any thoughts?
Sounds good to me.
Ditto.
Are we asking them just to leave or to help retake the island after all the big explosions?
I mean, we're asked. Oh, right. We were going to ask them. We could tell them that if they know where the main control panel is, that securing that room against the hobgoblins for us so that they can't detonate the tower would be incredibly helpful, but we won't ask them to go out of their way to do that for us.
Actually, Varys was saying, um, we might want to consider, even though we're messaging the Minotaurs, say they can bring in any other race who is upset with the hobgoblins treatment, and
I
while
have no complaints.
while you're assaulting the tower, after a lot of the hobgoblins have died after the explosion, to secure the island with the help of myself and Riza.
I'd be fine with that. The only thing is, we can't really make any promises to the other races. They would maybe have to.
Well, the promise is that we destroy the goblins.
Yeah.
That's the promise.
Well, I'm just saying after the battle, it'll be on them to negotiate, I guess, above ground land for themselves from the Minotaurs that have been granted the Hollowed Hills, I guess.
Okay. Yes. So I'll mention that too. That your people have.
They don't have to have. We don't have to give them land in Nirmathas. It could be anywhere.
Right, but I'm saying that their people have or other Minotaurs have negotiated land, and you could do the same. This act in your favor would go a long way towards any negotiations in the future.
Okay. I know there's like a lot of orcs live in Scrapple. We might be able to give them a place in there.
Okay. Well, I think leaving a little bit more open is perhaps better. For now,
Yeah, I guess just don't make any promises we can't make good on.
we will make the promise of getting rid of the getting rid of the goblins. Those of whom under whose yoke they suffer. But after that, it'll be up to them. But that she has no doubt that such a strong people will be able to negotiate something for their side. So yeah, okay, that's good feedback, guys. Anyone else have any thoughts? Okay. She will go ahead and perform the dream spell on Grimhorn. Sorry, Bloodhorn. Bloodhorn. I meant Bloodhorn, not Grimhorn. Grimhorn's the one we don't want to talk to. Bloodhorn.
Okay.
Yeah, so she'll start. I'm Floria Cassandra Gatterwald. one of many that has fought against the Ironfang, and those that currently have you under their yoke. You are a strong people and a proud people. We have seen others of your kind throw off this yoke and make a new life for themselves. We call upon you, who are worth more than slaves to the Ironfang. That you are so much stronger than that. We offer a promise to destroy the goblins here in this tower. You need to leave, and I say at a certain time.
Well, we were specifically going to let the Minotaurs know that Kasaruk had been liberated and that they had their own territory. Don't forget that.
Right. Yes. So I was more specific about that because anyway. Kasaruk and her clan have the Hollowed Hills as their newly acquired land, and you can make other negotiations if you help us. But that part is up to you. What we can promise is the destruction of the goblins here, and you will need to leave for a portion of time. Bring back others, and if you bring back others to hate the goblins, help secure the tower, it would go a long way towards future negotiations. We believe that you are worth saving, that your people chafe under this burden. We want to help alleviate. We want to help relieve you of it, and this is how you can do it. But we expect you to be gone at this point. After which you can come back and help under this flag. I'm going to give a description of a flag they will be able to make to sort of show they are with this group. And that's pretty much it.
Okay. The message is sent.
You want me to make a diplomacy check or something?
I would.
Okay, I had my buffs on, so here we go. Did it do it?
I have not seen anything.
Okay.
Have any of you?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, that is one. That is another.
Oh, wow. Okay, it's still 51, but
It's only 51? Oh,
with a 5, it's only 51, yeah.
oh, well, no, he doesn't like it. Okay.
I'm just saying, I could have gotten a 66.
Okay. All right. In that case, you appear inside his dream. A dream. Um, And it's a bit hard to kind of pin down exactly what everything is about, but it's a dream filled with blood, and but not just a blood of spilt blood of those he's slayed. It's his own blood coursing with power throughout him. The blood of stones. And you get a sense of basically some kind of earth elemental power that seeped into his bloodline at some point. And that strengthens his body. And he is just. His dreams are rock solid of his past just training up against punching a rock over and over. And even as you deliver the message, he still doesn't halt in his training. Just practicing his charge by charging forward with his horns to gore it, the wall, punching it. And however, you can tell he hears you. Because he changes from goring to an opposing wall just to punching a nearby pillar while watching your words closely. And then the blood turns into him and he just dives under the stone and appears in front of you. And just kind of like waves his hand through your image, a bit confused. He like goes to shake your hand almost or something, but it just passes through and he's just kind of like, oh, whoops.
I will mirror shaking a hand, even if I don't actually shake hands.
Okay. So you do that.
Wait, but in his dream, wouldn't I be able to interact with him if I wanted to? Oh, whatever. Anyway, I mirror shaking hands.
Yeah. I'm going to say this is because this is an illusion type thing where it's sending a message. It's not. You're not fully going into his dream state. So you're only kind of like a Force Ghost type thing.
You will find the Jedi Master Yoda. You found Yoda, the Jedi Master who trained me.
I was going to say, actually, Force Ghosts had a lot more ability to interact with the world than the movies really went into, but yeah.
Well, fine. You make
Lightning.
You make your hand solid to take his hand. You got a 51. I'll give you that.
All right. I shake his hand.
While you're not solid the whole time, if you focus on something, you're able to, which in this case is interacting him, you're able to do that. Just from sheer force of diplomatic prowess.
Yeah.
He shakes a hand, and then you disappear and return to your body.
So, well, he knows about everything that I want to tell him. I think he will do what we ask. At least a portion of his forces. I'm not sure how many, but the point is we got it across. What he decides to do is up to him, and if he pulls through, we'll have an extra force to defend the area. If not, then at least I think they'll an amount will leave. So either way, we win. Just one way we win a little bit more.
Okay. Arcturus is also going to say something. That spell. Can you appear however you wish in another person's dream?
Yes, I can.
So, chance, if you were to, you could appear as Gorham delivering a divine message to the orc leader to rebel against the hobgoblin forces.
Yes, I could.
And your bluff is even better than your...
Yes, I could.
They're orcs. I don't see why not.
I don't know very much about Gorham. Maybe but yes.
Unless you want to hear Rovagug, I think that's the only other one they'll care about.
All right, I'm going to make a knowledge religion check to see if I know what Gorm is. Anybody else want to help me so I could figure out how best to?
I'll go ahead and contribute. I mean, isn't that just the god of war?
Yep.
All right, I got a 21. Well, I guess if my heightened awareness is still on, a 23.
Yeah, I have. Oh wow, 1, 2, 3. That's a 31. It's amazing.
31 from Cassie?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you know a lot about Gorham. He's a god of battle. There was probably someone in your traveling group who was obsessed with Gorham. I mean, also he's a god of battle. Anytime you tell a story about a battle, Gorham has probably been known to come up.
So I might know how he's depicted in art.
Yes, you know how he's depicted in art and stories and legends.
Okay, I will use that conglomeration as the image for talking to these folks.
And perhaps those who survive can live here or find a place in the Numerian plane.
Oh gosh, a cute little girl pops up with carrying a battle axe. Moshi moshi, Gorham chantes.
Yeah, I mean, it varies based on who you're talking to, obviously. Orcs will probably see him as an orc, but he is worshipped by soldiers, mercenaries, orcs, barbarians, known as the Lord of Iron. Chaos, destruction, strength, war. He is just known as a large humanoid with dark, heavy armor.
Okay,
Arcturus is also, you could make the armor kind of look like mine. If you want to really mess with him.
I don't think that would be interesting, wouldn't it?
It'd be funny. You don't have to.
I think enough people in the other plane worship you already. She says, with a grin, intending to be funny.
He chuckles and says, "Sure." Yeah, he's often depicted not necessarily with the face, but just as an amalgamation of armor and weapons.
Okay. So how she'll decide to do it is he will be like a. You will not be able to see the face. It'll be like a magnificent helm, fully full plate, magnificent, just wicked sword, great powerful sword. Greaves, fully armored. Anything that's slightly exposed will be of the same skin tone as an orc. And it will have an aura of fire and of just energy emanating from him, and he will speak with a resonant I'm trying to think of a good example. He will sound like Optimus Prime.
Nice.
Orcs roll out.
Oh god.
So yeah, so I will. So these are orcs that are already there, or
Yeah, the orcs are in troops that they have as well.
all right. So the way that she will approach it was she will have them not to retreat, strategically withdraw temporarily, and then go and then waste these intruders, these
You say that they're dishonorable, that they would resort to cowardly subterfuge rather than glorious battle.
Yeah, that's what I was trying. That's very good. Yeah, so I will do that. I'm not for this one. I'm just going to blip verb this. So I've described how she will have him look, how he will sound, what she will say, and voila.
Okay. Go ahead and give me your bluff roll. Or I guess you could just take 20, right?
I will take 20 because I'm intimidated. I'll be pretending to be a god. Absolutely.
What's your total?
Okay. Well, I'm not doing the inspire spell, so it's 63 without any other buffs.
That's the kind of spell where, like, Gorham himself might come and says, "Hey."
Now, if I used bestow insight, it would be a 72 or a 71, but I didn't because I have faith in myself.
Oh, what? Oh, gosh, Gorham shows up and it's that meme. Is like, hey, that is offensive, but you're correct.
What?
It sounds like
it was like from a stand-up comedian, like I think it was Asian, like someone now offered him like a stereotypical food. It's like, hey, you want like this rice or something? And he's like, hey, that is offensive. Like, yes.
Yeah, okay. So it is just a dream of pillaging humans and killing them, and as soon as he sees you, he just he just drops down in awe and almost starts groveling and hears what you say. It's like, yes, whatever you say, Gorham, we will slay in your name. And then Gorham pops up beside you, is like, hey, good job, but don't make a habit out of that. And then he goes back.
like right beside Cassie while she's performing the spell.
Yeah.
just sort of pops up so everybody can see him. Hey. No. Don't. Okay. So she gets out of that. She says, I think that's a one-time thing. I don't think I'll be doing that much. But hey, if the God of War thought it was accurate, I think I did a good job.
Okay. So,
useful spell. I haven't used it much, but
okay. So the morning comes and everybody prepares for combat. Arcturus is going to be assaulting the bridge down in the northeast. Varys and Riza are going to be taking care of the army in the island, and you guys are going to dash down from right above.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna fall on them like thunder.
All right. So, what do you guys have all your spells prepared and ready?
Yep, spontaneous. So I already kind of told you what I got going on, but yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Everybody has an ablative barrier to use. We all have antitoxin, anti-plague. If you don't have one, just ask. Simon has a few extra. Telepathic bond will be used. We have 90 minutes of that, so plenty of time. Cassie will as soon as she can use enlarge and long arms. Bark skin, freedom of movement. At the appropriate time, not before. She might use Days of 100 Cuts, but that's later. Simon will have bark skin, freedom of movement, and all the party buffs as well. Haste will be cast once we get there.
I figured out what the third level spell that I want is, by the way, or the open slot that I had. I'm gonna pick Second Wind. That way, I can do emergency heals on myself as a swift action.
Oh, right. Simon will also have contingent action cast on him by Cassie with her shadow evocation, that anytime there is a party member who falls unconscious within 60 feet of him, that he moves towards them.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, what do you guys think would be more useful? Some short distance scouting ability or a little will save insurance?
What can the short distance scouting ability do? Like, can it go through walls?
Yep, as long as air can pass through, I can see through.
And what does the other thing do?
Out of character. So one of the abilities I could pick up is Steadfast Example, which I can only put it on one ally at a time, once every 24 hours. But the next time they do a will save, it's using the Shaman's will save.
I think the scouting ability might be better, but that's me. Because you...
Yeah, being able to see like what's in the next room will probably save us a little more.
Oh, right. Also, I forgot. Also, resist energy, acid, and cold. You said that you
And
got
Girl's
fire?
doing fire.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So the kickoff is going to be all the explosions. And so all the technology that Arcturus gave them, as well as all their stockpiles of explosives, will explode thanks to some carefully placed explosives and receivers that Bears placed while she scouted everything out. And after that, everything will begin. So the ceiling is a couple miles up. How close are you guys getting, like, while waiting?
Well, the question is, how fast can we fall? And I mean, we would be able to go even faster than falling on our bird. And while we're still a little bit up, Cassie can cast her, not enlarged, but the longer version of haste.
Right.
Because she has that rod.
I was going to say, yeah, I guess
I
that is a question. How
Well,
high
her
is
extended,
the
less extended
ceiling
than magic rod.
in its entirety?
I'm pretty sure it's a mile or two.
All right, so we'll get like maybe we'll come down with the invisibility bubble and be like maybe a good distance directly above them. Is that fair?
Okay, the ceiling is 1 to 2 miles overhead. I'd say it's about 1.5 at this point. And you say so you'll have an invisibility how far up?
Half a mile?
Let's see if we're going into a full dive bomb, like we're going very fast. So I'd say we can go at least like 500 feet up.
Okay. Terminal velocity is 120 miles per hour, or 2 miles per minute.
Ooh.
So
Say, is somebody able to? Are we able to equip Griff with a large rock in Griff's talons and just?
He'll be busy carrying all of us, so we want him to have his maneuverability.
I know, but that would be kind of cool.
He could do it,
Yeah.
but he wouldn't be able to carry all of us very
Gotcha.
well at the same time.
Okay. So you're planning to just wait 500 feet up until the explosions happen while invisible?
Yeah. Well, I guess we. How long does invisibility sphere last?
It's minute per level.
We'd be able to just going straight down from outside of probably their range, cast that invisibility bubble to close the distance. Yeah. Like we'll be further up because our time is pretty synchronized. We'll begin moving in from the ceiling once we know that when it's about to happen.
Okay, so you stay in the ceiling, and then you just start diving at terminal velocity.
Once it gets closer, yeah, and we all have our smoke sticks in hand and whatnot, and we've established everyone's going to throw it in a different direction.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Okay. In that case, once we start this, probably going to be an initiative for like for a very long time.
All right, so blow those heightened awareness.
Yeah, it's like absolutely heightened awareness.
Well, the thing is, we're going to be initiative order, and creatures that are outside of initiative are going to be entered into initiative as they appear, so it really won't matter what our placement is ultimately.
It will, though, because it means that we might act before they do.
Okay.
If we enter a room, like they might have lower initiative than us.
Okay, sure. I was kind of wanting to keep my heightened awareness on for the sake of perception and knowledge checks, but I'll go ahead and blow it.
Yeah, I mean, the way initiative works when you're still in initiative and getting a new encounter is really weird. Because in that case, like, it's kind of yeah.
Okay, so because I imagine that we would keep the same initiative. Is that not how you want to rule it?
Oh no, that is how we do it. I'm just saying it's weird when new people come in. Is all. So I understand what he's getting at. It's whatever you want to do.
Cassie and Simon will be blowing theirs.
So
you don't have to though, bro. Like you have some better knowledges, and your perception is really nice. So you might want to keep yours on.
Okay. I mean, because I actually, for the sake of this, split it between me and Griff at the same time. So,
so keep it on, man.
It's very minor, but Griff's perception will also be up.
Okay. So
as well as his knowledge checks.
Hey, do you want an investigative mind?
No. Well, yeah, no, yeah, go ahead and put that on me. What does that give me for knowledge checks?
So that gives you a reroll equal to Simon's level. So you basically get 15 rerolls for any knowledge spell. Hang on.
Okay.
Yeah, when attempting an appraise, knowledge, linguistics, or spellcraft check, you can roll twice and take the higher result. If you have an ability that allows you to roll twice, you cannot use the ability and this benefit on the same roll. The spell is discharged only after you've used its benefit a number of times equal to your caster level, his level being 15. Do you want it?
I mean, sure. If it could end up saving our ass if you can spare it.
He can spare... yeah, he can spare it to you, especially since you're the one that will be... how many knowledges do you have?
Let me... It's all in the macro, but I'm not going to waste a roll right now. I have Geography, Arcana, Local, Nature, Planes, and Religion.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. He'll be using it on you and himself for knowledge engineering, because he's going to have to
identify robots.
Identify robots, and also use it on if there's the keypad whenever we get there. Yeah.
So, fun fact: if you're falling at terminal velocity, Griff will be traveling 1,000 feet per round.
Sweet, so we can go less than that.
He'll have to slow down.
Well, let's see. If we're a mile up and we're traveling 1,000 feet per round, that means we'll cover it in about. Well, yeah. Obviously, he's going to start slowing down as we get closer. Please, we're not dumb.
Yeah, it'll take a while to get up to that, and he'll have to slow down some. But, yeah, or you could just fall damage maxes out at 26, so you could just slam right in there, eat the. And surprise everybody.
And his fall damage will equal physical damage to whoever he smashed into.
Right, there'll be physical damage, so like communal stone skin and stuff like that.
And Simon could slap a hemochem on him, so he wouldn't be dead. He'd be able to regain 4 HP.
Honestly, I wish he had that feat where he basically blows up a dust storm with the flapping of his wings. Because imagine like coming in at terminal velocity and just boom, blow them right off the tower.
Like the people on his back would probably get it maybe a bit less because they're like his body is taking the brunt of the blow.
It's still going to hurt.
Okay, I forgot to add this. We all have Airwalk Communal from Simon. We also have Cassie has spell resistance given to her.
So with Airwalk on, in essence, we could let Griff slam.
Well, honestly, we could all dismount and run in ourselves, but Griff moves a lot faster carrying all of us. So rely on his movement.
Yeah, but we could dismount like the last 100, 200 feet and let Griff continue and do the dirty, get it taken care of.
I think we'll leave that as a preference of however anyone wants to fight, because you work better away from everyone. So
yeah, so I would dismount earlier, but that's what I'm saying. With communal airwalk, we could end up letting Griff do a slam or somebody do some pretty heavy damage at terminal velocity.
That'd be pretty good. Like we all like slide off right before he hits.
Yeah,
it would be very difficult timing wise. If you like, that'd be like a skill check, and if you fail, you might get too early and be like 500 to 1,000 feet up away from everybody, or like 1,000 feet down, or just fail and fall in with him. I'd guess it'd be a ride check, or acrobatics.
If
acrobatics, I'm good with.
Hang on,
Ride, probably not.
If you want it to be, that's us doing a ride check.
Yeah, I'll go with acrobatics.
Yeah, I'm good with acrobatics.
Featherfall only works on free-falling objects, does not affect charging or flying creatures.
Well, if you're at terminal velocity, you're basically free falling.
Yeah, he could give us the airwalk after we actually fall, and you can use
free.
Yeah, because both Cassie and Fel have that spell, so.
Right. So you can basically cast it on yourselves at the last second to just get in there real fast.
Yeah.
Why do I talk myself into these things?
Yeah, go for it. Let's do it.
Okay.
It's gonna be amazing. It's a meteor, and we just slide off at the last second, and la 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 la.
All right, so right, the damage would depend on how many people actually hit the ground with terminal velocity versus how many get featherfalled.
I don't want to do this.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't realize you didn't want to.
The advantage is it would let you get in real fast before they have a chance to try to attack you while you're in the air.
It is dangerous, without a doubt.
I mean, it is dangerous, but we're pretty high level.
Most of us. Well,
we've done all of this to cover our approach anyway. Yeah. So, I mean, honestly, let's stick to our current plan.
All right.
But actually, hold on. This is something Arcturus would have been able to tell you. They have robots that can see through invisibility.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Well, that's what the smoke's for.
Okay, so Simon, if that's the case, Simon will be using the. Right. So. Okay, is Fel using her ability to see through smoke or not? Hello.
Hold on. So what's the plan? What are you talking about?
Okay, so we know that they can see invisibility. So our plan to be invisible, we know won't work. But we're coming up from so very high, we can come at a certain angle that it will make it very difficult for them to see us until we're there. However, so we were going to use the smoke sticks as we come down. They will notice the smoke, but we could use that to our advantage. Were you going to use your ability that's able to see through smoke? Because if so, Simon can just have the ever smoking bottle open, and you could basically call out where to go.
Well, yeah, she can do. She'll be the only one who can see through the smoke because it's something she wears.
Right. Okay. Cool. So that would allow us to get through, and they wouldn't be able to target us with anything. They might be able to hit. I mean, we would be going down really fast, but that way we wouldn't be able to be targeted, and that's the most important thing to until we actually get down.
Okay. And you're coming from right above, like the center here?
We would like to come from an angle where they wouldn't possibly see us, because it looked like there was like walls and things that might get in their line of sight that could come from an angle. Is that not the case?
Because we need to be hitting that area to destroy the scorpion.
Right, we would come in at an angle that would crest over that wall and then hit them, but they might not see us.
So coming from the southwest, blocking line of sight with them until you're like right on top.
Is that possible?
I don't see why not.
That's going to be.
You'd be visible from the guys up on the courtyard, and they'd be able to go target you and such.
Well, target is a strong word. They'd be able to see a smoke bomb.
They'd be able to see the giant smoke thing and do stuff if they could. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's an option, but at least with this way, they wouldn't be able to target us. They'd be able to see it and maybe be able to fire at us, but
Okay. The plan with Arcturus going from the wall was assuming the people at the northeast would be split between you and him. I'm not sure he wants all 3 floors to be targeting him if you're going in from the other side. If you do that, he'd need to come up with a different approach.
Okay, so we come up with we use the approach that has them split, that has them split between us, whatever that is.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine to do what you say. I'm just like thinking, if we do that, Arcturus is going to get hit with 3 people, so he'll also want an alternative approach as well. So he'd probably also go from behind, I guess. Where do you think he would want to go in that case?
If he's coming from the bottom floor, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't have to worry about just being on the land, so he could just ghost. I mean, we don't even know what's over here. This looks like a bunch of barrels and stuff.
Those are columns.
Columns? Okay,
Yeah.
but you can go through there, right?
Yep.
I mean, that seems like it might be a way in. And he, I don't think he'd have a problem with walls.
Yeah. That would stop a fair bit of it. Okay. That could work. So you're going from the southwest, he's going from the northwest.
Yeah, and that would make it so that he would be able to get in really quickly, and we could get in really quickly.
Okay. And you're still planning on landing at the 3rd floor in the northeast area?
As far as I know, because Burl is sort of helming this, and his plans seem to work, so that's what we're doing.
Okay.
I just think that going in through the very top floor gives us the best logistics on taking the tower, because as a tower fortress, it's designed to prevent people from climbing up, not from climbing down. So if we take the high ground at first, we're pushing them from inside their own fortress. The approach I will leave up to the decision of the group.
I'm getting old campaign memories.
Okay. Anybody have any thoughts on that?
Well, the very top is probably not exactly where they are. It might take us longer to get down. But they're obviously defending it, so...
Yeah,
Well,
the
they're
top
defending
landing
it.
seemed to be the most highly defended landing out there, actually.
Well, then let's get rid of it while we can. Like while we're strong, while we have a sort of element-ish of surprise.
They're defending from the top for the same reason that we're flying in from the top. Top down always works better. You always have much better advantage, as well as you typically have better accuracy and firepower overall.
It's fucking over, Anakin.
All right.
I
So
have the high ground.
The approach will be highly angled so that only those on the south or southwest area will be able to have line of sight with you until you're almost right on top of them. At that point, you are going to just bust in, take names, and drink tea. But you're all out of tea.
Yeah.
Oh
yes.
no, we could probably find some more.
Simon will have another resist energy prepared, but will not have used it in case they dispel we have or something like that, or in case they have a lot of electricity.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, here we go.
All right. So, you guys start off flying into the ceiling, making your way through the stalactites and the crystals until you're in your spot. The time ticks by, and finally, it starts. The sound of the explosions, it's not just one explosion, but multiple cascading explosions rippling through the air, signifying the start of the assault. There is fire, smoke, and screams from the army down south. There is. It's too far. I was about to say it's too far away to see what's happening, but Fel actually can.
Of course you can.
Okay, so Fel, you actually clearly see the Minotaurs just right before it happens. You saw the groups of the Minotaurs break into a run and group together down outside at the edges of the camp. The orcs, not quite as much. They're much more chaotic, but they do also run towards the edges of camp. The explosion happens, and then immediately you see lasers bursting out from Riza, targeting individuals. Basically, two leaders fall immediately from Riza and Varys, from a full round of sneak attacks from each of them.
Which leaders?
Just various leaders in the army, officers. Nothing that you've seen up until this point.
Wow, they do quick work. Looks like the Minotaurs and the Orcs are on the move.
Yeah. And immediately following that, the Minotaurs and the Orcs start charging back in. The explosions seem to be centered around several. There were basically two types of explosions: large explosions in certain buildings or tents of gathered supplies, which took out a huge chunk of the area around them, and smaller explosions on lots of soldiers as their gear just detonated on top of them, leaving them with gaping wounds in their body. And so, with like about half the hobgoblins just killed right away, and two of their leaders killed, and chaos reigned, while the orcs and the minotaurs are organized, they have a decided advantage as things start going down. And then you guys start charging. You guys start charging in from above. What do you guys do as you are still a mile up and starting to approach?
I cast the
So it's going to take us
Extended-
roughly, if we're
extended haste.
moving, what is it, 1,000 feet per turn?
Turn velocity would be a minute. I'm going to say with your magic boosts, like the speed up and slow down will take care of that. So basically, after a minute, you'll be within like 500 meters.
Okay, so I'm not casting too much right away because a lot of the stuff that I want to do is like rounds per level, but I'll maybe start casting some things on the last 2 turns. Fair enough. Oh, if for some reason they seem to like start launching shit at us, basically my readied action is to put fickle winds on the entire group.
Yep. Okay. So, okay. What about the rest of you guys?
When we're close, about halfway down, I will cast in lesser extended haste on us. And all of my minute per levels and hour per levels have already been cast.
And I'll just be knocking a couple of my exploding boom boom traps to get ready for the first go around.
Oh yeah, and we've pretty much already like tossed the smoke sticks ahead of us because they're more aerodynamic and will travel faster than us no matter what we do.
Okay. Also, if you guys were traveling that fast, you probably had to be physically strapped in and will need to take an action to unstrap yourself if you want to leave, Griff.
Well, we have the rounds to do it. So, yep.
Yep. Okay. Well. Okay, all right, so after about 500 feet, as soon as you hit 500 feet, a bunch of laser blasts from the robot shoot out at you, triangulating your general position, causing a cascade of arrow fire from various hobgoblins. Well, I guess triggering some arrow fire from hobgoblins, and the ruby gargoyles start closing in on your position.
Okay. Like I said, my readied action was fickle winds, so let's not worry about the bows and arrows. You can do everything else though.
Yeah. Also, since this is going to be an extremely long single combat, I might want to suggest starting this next week.
Okay. Do we want to go ahead and get our initiative rolls done, or do you want to do that next week?
Well, consider this though. Like let's get our initiative rolls in and like beat whoever's on the top area. Maybe, because it is going to be a long game. So,
like we're going to have to stop mid combat if we do it.
Yeah, I know.
I think it'd be fair for us to take the breach, like get the top balcony and get that out of the way, and then we know what we're in for as far as like the first room.
Yeah, at the very least, I want us to get as far enough that I actually get my token in here.
Fair enough. Okay.
We're definitely. I mean, even let's say that we don't. Let's say, for example, we didn't start this week with the battle. We would still be in mid-battle next week and need to stop. Right?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and start now and then stop at one point, and we can start again next week.
Okay.
Or whenever.
All right, give me 1 second.
I'm actually not sure where our landing point is going to be.
Yeah, do we need to be on another page for this?
It's not on this page, but the relevant forces are on this page for now, so.
Do you want us to put ourselves on this page as well?
Yeah, you can go ahead and do that.
Oh, wow, I'm small. Okay.
Look for Griff in the upper right. Rally around him.
Okay, you guys are coming in from the other complete opposite side, though.
Oh, okay. Well, move us in bulk to where we're coming in, okay? See, that was just where there was blank room for us to actually get onto the map, okay?
Yep.
There's
Come on,
shit
man.
everywhere else.
Come on, man. Take it easy.
Okay, so you're right there. And Arcturus is up over here. As soon as they all start firing at you, Arcturus teleports up there and faces off against the gladiator robot. And Gamma.
Remember, he can.
Oh yeah, actual Gamma is in here somewhere too, isn't he?
I forgot about that. Hold on.
Remember, as
plan completely went away from what I was thinking of. Okay.
just as spell combat, the way it works is that he can basically do a full round attack along with a spell. So that includes teleport.
Yep. Hold on. Sorry, I was going along with the game's logic and had in my head that you were okay. So crap. I don't see how that works with this.
We're coming in from the top, though.
Yeah.
It's okay. Take a breath.
Yep, go ahead. Just yeah, take your time.
There's a lot to consider.
Yeah, you guys. I was thinking you were coming in from the northeast, but didn't realize that just having coming in from the southwest makes so much more sense because you're shielded from the balcony's line of sight until you land.
Right.
Which is great strategy. It's just causing me to rethink everything.
Which is why
You're
we
welcome.
want. Yeah.
Also, coming in from the ceiling instead of from the island also means the entire scene I had in mind with Gamma can't happen. So I just need a second.
That's fine. Things change all the time.
This can work. It's just going to majorly affect the balance, and I need to think of how to deal with that. Okay. So Game is going to be traveling with you.
Yay!
And
Gamma's a bot, right? I'm
He's
just
an android.
in Android. He's half construct, half human.
Oh, please tell me we can just like chuck him midway through the flight to where he just like bombards where he's hitting at.
He has
Right
eye
there.
lasers, but
Yeah, he can do that as he's diving.
He has hit points, you know.
Y'all suck. That would be so cool.
If Gamma's coming with us, then he would have also received one of the
Airwalk.
potions. Yeah.
Gamma has a request. My stuff is on the balcony. It will take some time to get my stuff back. Until I have fully gotten my stuff back, please do not destroy it. No matter how much it hurts.
Oh fuck.
what? It's your stuff.
It is my stuff.
I mean, we won't destroy it,
What
but
does
someone
my
else
stuff
might.
look like?
Is your stuff a living thing or not?
It is my stuff is not living. That's why it's my stuff.
Okay, we can kill anything that moves.
Okay. So yeah, Gamma's coming with you. Yeah, okay.
By the way, his ultimate attack has to be called a Gamma Burst.
Gamma ray.
Oh, those are the I-beams. The I-beams are the Gamma Ray.
Okay.
Anyway, let's go ahead and play. As soon as we get to the right
So
page,
yeah,
let's
Gamma's
place
with
the
you
smoke
guys.
sticks.
Let me copy this. Yeah, now this means they won't have line of sight of you. You also won't have line of sight of them. So you can't attack the guys on the third floor balcony while you approach if you're going in like this.
I wasn't really planning on attacking until we were in combat anyway, so.
Okay.
And they won't be able to target us as we come down. So, like, as soon as we touch down, the smoke stuff will be dispersed. But
All right.
but basically, they won't be able to get opportunity to attack until we get down there.
Yeah. Okay. So let's roll for initiative.
Woo! Can we be on the right page or?
Yeah. Actually, hold on. You guys can't see your initiative if you change pages.
Right, but can't we go to the other page and then get new characters on there and then?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just edit the turn order onto both pages.
Let's go ahead and go to the other page.
If you can copy and paste our character blob. And don't forget the badger.
Mm-hmm. Because Badger's got rocket launchers.
Okay.
Okay, hang on.
All right. Also, while you guys, as soon as the explosion happened, the more perceptive of you notice the fourth floor, which is just a small section above the middle of the third floor, starts to thrum with power more and more as you approach.
Well, we're going to be close to what we need to deal with then.
That's curious.
I really hope that one of those robots is Gamma's stuff and he can make it help us. In fact, I guess one thing Bro will point at the giant scorpion robot. Bro, is that your Gamma, is that your stuff?
You can't see the robot from the angle you're coming in from.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so
Fel hasn't done initiative yet.
He did earlier before.
Oh, okay. It's not on there. There it is. Good rolls.
Yeah, I rolled a 20. I'm just going to keep it.
La 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 la. Started the performance before we could see the.
Yeah, you're singing Free Falling.
Free falling, yeah. So I need to take at least one round off, maybe two. So I'm free.
Or
She's
I
a
forget,
good
did anyone
girl.
need stone skin?
I'll try to live without it.
okay, think that is everything relevant. I am not doing all the math on Arcturus since that's not happening over here.
There's a lot of math. Yeah.
I'm just saying what happens, and it happens.
Well, I mean, he's extremely mobile, and he's very good at killing like a group of folks at a time, specifically one folk. And he can go from one area to another. He has his rainbow dash, basically. He has dimension door. He has teleport. He has all sorts of things.
Okay, so I believe we can go from the top now.
Okay, currently we're still under.
You are 500 feet away at the southwest.
Okay.
Okay, we're kind of trying to fly in over top of the tower.
Yep. All right, so Arcturus teleports next to the gladiator robot and starts smashing it to pieces. It is now Simon's turn.
Oh, okay. All right. Simon, 500 feet away, you say?
Yeah.
All right. He's done most of the stuff. He's already done that.
So at this angle, we can't see any of the defenders on the other side of the tower, right?
Correct.
I guess out of an abundance of caution, I'll do something on my turn.
He's gonna do Bomber's Eye. He's gonna drink his Bomber's Eye potion or his extract. And yeah, and he will swift action, remove the potion from his holster. Drink said potion, which he already kind of did, but let's just say he does this now. The bark skin.
Okay. Oh wait, shit.
Language.
No, that's fine. Okay.
Oh right, it was a reduced person. That's what he had in there. So he had already done that. It was a reduced person. So now he is much more accurate and it's harder to hit. So that's his turn.
Okay. This thing does not have line of sight on you. Cassie, it is your turn.
Cassie will continue performance. Cassie does not have line of sight, correct?
You have line of sight with some troops on the ground.
Ooh. What can she see?
Okay, so there are some troops, some trolls, and a cleric. I'm not sure if you'd be able to tell the difference at that range.
Is it this group or something? Or
Yeah. There's also the gargoyles, ruby gargoyles, flying around in the sky, as well as two robots.
did we know anything about the ruby gargoyles? In terms
Yeah,
of
I don't think you. There's not too much worth note. They're just they seem to be just see, that'd be knowledge planes for this one.
Okay, I don't know. Well, what she will do is she will go ahead and swift action remove the extract thing, and she will drink her extract of long arms enlarge.
Okay.
That'll be it.
Right.
Her song continues.
Okay, the alchemists will buff themselves. And actually, yeah, they'll, let's say, cast haste on everybody around them. Burl, it is your turn.
Yee. Can you ping it? It helps the recording if you do that. Yeah. All right, so we're coming in.
Can you add Felt to the tracker?
Oh, where'd she go?
All right, we're still 500 feet away, right?
What was Fel's initiative?
6.
Okay. You are still 500 feet away.
Okay, how at the speed we're going, how many rounds is it going to take us to get to that balcony?
What is his normal speed?
Griff with the load flying is like 40 feet. Let me double check that. Yeah, 40 feet while with a load.
Okay.
But Greater Longstrider puts it at 50.
Okay. I'm going to say he's mostly slowed back down to normal speeds. He's like 20 feet faster than normal at this point.
Okay, so he's probably going about 70, and if he's double moving, 140. So we kind of have a few rounds. It sounds like.
He could take the run action and go ×4.
Let's say he's going to do that.
Yeah, it can't be seen. So.
We'll go ahead and do that, and I'm going to cast the Dance of 100 Cuts on me and Griff, as well as do my Animal Focus swift action to give myself the my strength and evasion.
Yeah, can you make me large size now, Cassie? Thank you. I'm a big girl.
There you go.
I eat my Wheaties.
And remember, you'll need to take a move action to disconnect yourself if you want to leave Griff.
I would like to think what I just did burst my restraints.
That also works, yes. Sorry, I wasn't thinking in relation to you. I meant everybody else.
Cassie hungry. Cassie want to eat.
What's the matter? What's the matter, bro? You don't like big girls?
I have a comment that I'm not sure if I should do.
It's
like, it's not that. Just big girls that look like you.
Oh, I know you love me.
Cassie set that one up.
I know you love me. All right, so we hurry onto that because of Griff's run speed.
Yep. Okay, so you move 280 feet. So you're halfway there. At this point, you're
Even hasted?
400 feet.
Oh gosh, cool.
Okay, so
So everyone currently strapped to Griff is how far away now?
We're about 100 feet from the balcony.
Yeah.
okay.
All right, so yeah, it's like we're right here. We're not in that room, but we're.
And if we could see out of a cloud like Fel can, she could probably see what's going on.
Yep. Okay. Wendell, it is your turn.
Out now?
All right.
There is smoke. You cannot see anything.
Nope. I am going to tell my badger to go on ahead and prep a rocket and get it ready to go, because as soon as we fly overhead and get ready to land, I'm going to blow the bastards on the top.
Okay.
Ah, good. And Griff is at his full 50. Oh, wait, we have haste 51. Talking about AC.
Okay, so let's see. There, keep in mind there is this extra floor, so you're probably like, you can kind of see it in the top right. So you would have to be above that. So you're probably like almost standing on the roof at this point. You can feel power just rumbling underneath your feet. And
This particular, quick question: is this particular room made out of stone,
it is the Onyx Citadel. Everything is onyx.
which is a type of glass?
What? Onyx is stone, isn't it? Onyx glass. No. Yeah.
What?
Onyx is volcanic
Obsidian.
glass.
Obsidian is glass. Onyx.
Oh yeah,
is
okay,
not. Onyx
right.
is stone.
Derp. So onyx is indeed stone. Burl's gonna say, do you guys want me to just stone shape us a hole?
Still have to deal with them eventually, but I'll follow you wherever you go.
I was just thinking, it seems like something important's going on in that room.
Sure.
Do you think we've done an adequate job of splitting up the attack?
Will it be deep? I mean, we don't even know if it'll go. Anyway, you do you.
Well, so we're like, we feel the thing rumbling, and I'm like, all right, I'll think on based on, I'll have an answer for you by the time my turn comes back around. How about that?
Why do I have you at? Why do I have you at initiative 16 and 20?
I don't know. I should be 20.
Okay, I'll delete the 16 version of yourself.
I didn't see a 16.
I don't see a 16 either.
It must have been from another map or something. Oh, there's a lot of fells. Fell, you're at 6, right?
Yep.
Okay. What on earth?
It looks fine to me. You may want to just refresh.
Okay, I think we're good now.
If this is anything like the attack on the other tower, you'll probably have to concentrate real hard for that spell to work.
Ah, crap.
Good memory.
Well, we need to get Gamma stuff. We're taking the balcony and then moving upward.
Okay. All right, the flying robots. They are going to. Let's see. 5 foot is 90 speed, so they could probably can get next to you. Okay, they are going to fly into the smoke with a move. Let's see.
As soon as I can see them, I can
Well,
react.
you don't have line of sight until they're like right next to you.
Yep.
If I were to cast anti-tech field, would that just...
Okay. They are, yeah. All right, I'll say they will. Actually, oh, I know what they're going to do. They're going to fire a rocket. They're both going to fire a rocket as a standard action and then fly in.
Okay. Just real quick, we never specified where we would drop our smoke sticks.
Oh, I said, no, I already said we did that on the way in. Basically, this
Right.
entire tower is surrounded by pillars of smoke.
Okay, so perhaps we should point them on the map so that we know
Okay.
where they are. Just
I would have done the perfect north one. Bam, like right there. Actually, no. One right in front of the fucking balcony. Yeah.
okay, I would have put it off to the side, just near his.
Okay. All right. So that's going there. The Myrmidons shoot a rocket at everybody. I would like everybody to make 2 reflex saves.
Not bad. What do we need to hit?
DC 18.
That's roughly where Burl's
Yeah, we're
smoked
good.
stick would go.
Yeah, we're good. Chassis does like a backward somersault on top of Griff and ends up like hanging by Griff's talons.
Okay. Another one from Burl. Okay.
I rolled a 2 and I still made it. Yay!
Okay. So everybody with evasion takes no damage. Those without evasion take 15 bludgeoning damage.
Woo! Glad I popped my evasion on the way in.
And then they both fly in. One would fly in from the north. Another would fly in from the east.
Wait, now, would this count as weapon damage?
Bludgeoning. This is physical damage. Bludgeoning.
So you could 5 of that could be taken off as from the ablative sphere.
Ablative.
Yeah. So it could be 10 lethal, 5 non-lethal.
I'm asking the case of Stone Skin.
Oh yeah. Stone skin applies. In that case, it would proc twice for 6 and 9. So you would block all of it with stone skin. Okay. Next is the gargoyles, who will. They're 60-foot fly speed, and you probably flew like right past them. So they're probably going to double move to try to catch up from behind and kind of swarm around here. Cassie, you already had your turn. Okay. The archers do not currently have. No archer has a line on you. So they'll just play. Simon already went. Okay, clerics. One cleric is going to.
So are we? Is this taking into consideration folks that hadn't gone yet or something?
I had doubles of everybody.
Oh.
So I had like it said Simon was going to go, but and you were going to go, but I was like, wait, you already went. So okay, it is the cleric's turn. The one down on the southern field does not really have line of effect on you anymore. Can flames?
Yeah, but I don't see myself on the tracker, dude.
Okay.
Did you delete my guy?
No, I deleted one of you, but I didn't know which one was the one you could see and which one he wasn't. There you go.
Okay, I can only see. Okay, all right. I see Cassie. I don't see Simon.
Okay.
There he is. Hang on.
Can everybody see your thing?
I do.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Let's see. Most of the clerics already cast the buff spells after the explosion hit. So knowing that you're about to come down, I would say one will cast Fickle Winds on everybody. Yeah, okay. One cast Fickle Winds and the other cast something else. And now it is Fel's turn.
You dare use my own spells against me, Potter?
Fel is just going to place Fortune onto Griff, thinking that's probably the priority in this situation. Oh, did those robots come up on us?
Yep, they are right next to you.
And you can see it.
Yeah.
How is Cassie no longer attached to Griffins, just flying through another spell or something?
I'm holding on to him, but I'm not like attached by a buckle.
You're as big as he is.
He can carry a ton of stuff.
Okay. So you're just like kind of flying behind on a rope or something.
I'm just holding on to a talon.
Okay.
She's soaring gracefully through the air like a blimp on fire.
With the greatest of ease. Dexterous.
Okay, so this is
stealth.
you're probably below him and he's closer in that case. Something like this. Yeah, they're assuming you're all in Griff Square somehow or close by. Yeah, they're up next to you.
Yeah, that was pretty much all Phil was planning on doing this turn. Just put Fortune onto Griff and be in for a bumpy ride.
Okay. Arcturus is going to full round attack, just completely destroy that robot, and glare at the Gammas, but they don't know fear, so they try to hit him. They do a terrible job. It is Simon's turn.
Yeah, he is ridiculous. Right. So let's see. We have Simon. We have whatever that thing is. He will go ahead and cork the bottle.
Okay.
Which means it still persists currently, but it's not making more. I don't know if that's a standard or a move. I imagine it's a standard.
Generally, interacting with the magic item is a standard.
Yeah. Okay. So that's fine. Standard. He will then. He can't see out. He will ready some bombs when he sees some folks. Actually, yeah. He will. For this, he will use targeted bomb admixture. He will drink that. No, he can't drink that because he already did his thing. Okay, I suppose that's his turn. No. He will. You said move action to unbuckle himself.
Yes.
Okay, unbuckle himself, still holding on to Griff. That's his turn.
Okay. It is the robot is going to delay since it can't see you. Cassie, it is your turn.
Right. Can she see anybody?
Nope, still inside the smoke cloud. You can see the robot right next to you.
All right, I'm gonna hit him with a bunch of whips.
Okay.
Is this the robot that we know has DR against stuff?
You know that robots have hardness, yes.
Okay.
Simon explained that to you at some point.
Yeah. Well, I'm still gonna go for it. Yeah. Actually, she will instead cast Dance of 100 Cuts on herself and take out her whip. Preparing to do a lot of damage.
All right. Let's see. These guys. Do-do-do. Okay, let me double check something real quick. Yeah, we'll do that.
By the way, we're all in a telepathic bond at this moment, so I suppose Fel could be telling us what's outside this area.
Yep.
Just we won't be able to hit it. We just know what's out there.
Okay, Burl, it is your turn.
Yay. Okay, so I decided we are going to take the balcony. I'm going to... Now, are we provoking from these robots at melee for casting, or because of the smoke, are they just kind of there to hassle us?
If they're within 5 feet, they can see you. So any spells cast would provoke.
Unless 20% chance, and if you do it defensively, depending on how low the spell
right.
is,
You cast Dance of 100 Cuts, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that would provoke.
Oh, well, I did on the last turn before they moved up.
No, Cassie just cast it, right?
Yes, but I did it defensively.
Okay, so roll concentration.
I think I'm good unless it's a level 6.
Isn't Dance of 100 Cuts a level 6?
It's a level 5.
Level 5. I can roll if you want me to. I'll just roll d20.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay, yeah, the DC is like 25, I think.
I need to roll super low. I need to roll like a 1 or a 2 in order to miss a level 5.
Okay. And yeah, it is now Burl's turn.
Alright, I'm just gonna tell Griff to break through. Continuing on, kind of like duck down underneath them and just and keep flying. We want to get to the balcony. So he is essentially double moving, and we're still invisible, right?
We aren't invisible. We were fogged, but now we aren't. Or as soon as we move out of here, we will not be fogged. So anybody who tries to follow us will have to go through the fog.
Oh wow, that's nice rolls. Okay, 2 Quantum Lashes versus Touch AC 4/5 force damage on Griff.
On Griff?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, I mean, that's like fucking nothing, so yay. I'm trying to say, where do you guys want us to set down? Because we can set down anywhere on the balcony.
We're going to want to basically hover over in this somewhere. Well, probably I'd say right here because it's free shots there.
I'll move to there.
And just beware. I'm going to go.
Yeah, this is where everyone can like dismount, and it'll let Griff and Burl move in to do their thing. And the last thing I'm going to cast on me and Griff here is Divine Power.
Can you give Cassie a 30-foot circle around her? Because that will have a lot to do with both her reach with her whip and any extra damage with her song. Thank you.
Divine Power is on as well. Next round, shit starts breaking.
What
this round
action
shit starts
is it to
breaking.
lose the harness?
Move action.
All right. I don't have to because I was on the fucking saddle. But all right, I guess I'm going to keep my sword out for now because I'm probably going to do no, I'm not going to do an inspired sword. Let's go ahead and get switched to the lance because I want to do maximum damage. I have the Goblin Bane lance out. Griff is also just fucking ready. We're good. We're ready to break shit.
Okay. Gamma delayed, and upon seeing his stuff, he says, "Initiate command root access. Unit username Gamma 1 Alpha 2 Beta 3 Charlie 4 Delta. Password. My password is password. Initiate full restart protocol to transfer ownership to this unit. Robot ID. My stuff. Passcode. 1734673214776 Charlie 327897777643 Tango 732 Victor 73117888732476789764376.
Thank you, Data from Star Trek Enterprise.
You get a cookie for getting the reference.
It's a great bit.
Yeah. Okay. So
wait, does a cookie does a cookie mean a hero point?
Yeah, not just for that, but well, let's say a group hero point just for everything so far.
Oh, okay, awesome. 1 hero point
for the whole group. Just because I've really enjoyed everything you guys have cooked up.
So
among all of us.
Anybody can access it whenever they want. Yeah.
So okay, just 1 period, not one for each.
One period. 1 period.
1 period. Got it.
Okay, so this round, that takes more than 1 round to do. This round, it is still going to be active. Next round, it is going to be stationary, not do anything. The next round, it is going to be under your control.
So I'm assuming that's this thingy?
Yep.
Okay. That changes where I'm aiming my boom boom.
Okay. So, like I said, this round, it is not under your control, so it is going to attack.
So throughout this entire round, we hear Gamma spouting numbers.
Yep. Okay. It is going to activate its booster jets, and let's see. You could do the plasma lance, or yeah, it's going to do suppressing fire. Okay, so swift action, booster rockets, move action, fly over here, standard action, suppressing fire. It is going to unleash a cone of just rapid fire bullets that will attack everybody in that area. 1 attack roll versus each creature.
And this is touch or regular?
Against touch. So I'm going to go left to right, top to bottom, left to right. So Cassie, Burl, Simon, Beaver, Fell, Griff, or I guess
Wendell, and where? Oh, there's Gamma.
Gamma, Fell, Rick, Wendell.
Okay, I don't have an absolutely horrible one, but
okay. So the 14 was on Simon. That's pretty good.
Yeah, Simon's good.
Wow, Cassie might actually dodge that 15.
15 is fine with me. Yeah, especially
the order here.
Okay.
So Cassie.
I'll say it. Okay, so 15 versus Cassie's touch AC.
Good.
What is your current touch AC now that you're enlarged? It should have decreased by at least 2.
It's at least 24.
Oh, never mind. Okay. 27 versus Burl's touch AC for 35 bludgeoning damage. Stone Skin will stop 10 of that.
I didn't take the Stone Skin.
Okay, never mind. Simon just is like, no, fuck you.
Yeah, because he's also mini Simon now.
Yeah, he's mini Simon, so he just kind of like presses himself against the floor and then jumps back up after it's done. Badger gets hit with 28 versus touch for 38 damage.
Yep.
Gamma is a monk, so I'm assuming his touch AC is higher than that. Fell, another natural 1. This is kind of sad.
We will take it.
This is for all the really good rolls you did earlier, remember?
Yeah. Okay.
It's not a precision weapon.
22. Yeah, this is a big AoE thing. 22 versus Griff's touch AC for
His
28.
touch AC is 23.
What? Seriously?
Thank you, haste!
Oh.
And Dance of 100 Cuts. That's the big one. It gives him like
Okay.
a +5 morale
I was going to
bonus.
say, that doesn't make any sense. Dance of 100 Cuts makes sense.
Yeah, because Cassie had hers up too. That's why hers was so high.
Okay, 18 versus Wendell's touch AC. Your touch AC is 20.
20.
Wow.
That's amazing. We did really good
So,
that turn.
He was
I
expecting to get us with that.
only hit Burl and the Badger.
Yep.
8 attacks versus touch AC plus 13. The thing is, he could have done plus 19, but it would have been minus 12 damage. He used Deadly Aim on that.
Well,
That would have gotten 2 more attacks, but it would have been like a lot less damage, so it evened out. 2 natural ones didn't do any favors. Okay.
Hey, you'd already gotten your really good rolls earlier, so it's fair.
Yeah, not in combat. Okay. Well, no, it also is like Gamma's probably messing with it at the same time. So it is now
command input, and it's not knowing what it's doing.
Yeah. Okay, it is now Wendell's turn.
All right, Badger number 1. He is going to go boom boom with his rocket launcher on that group right there. Say 30 yard or 30 foot AoE. So I'm probably going to be targeting it right there.
Yeah.
Right on the outside. That one, I don't think I don't have a macro yet for that one.
It's roll 66 twice. Okay. That's 23 fire damage and 20 bludgeoning damage. Their resistance spells, or their whatever, some kind of resistance spell will absorb all the fire damage. The rangers have evasion; they dodge it entirely. One of the clerics takes half bludgeoning damage. Another cleric takes full bludgeoning damage.
All right. And then
I forgot something I told myself I would absolutely not forget under any circumstances. Everybody make a will save.
fuck. Yeah.
Now, Griff has fortune if he wants to roll twice.
I'm going to instead use Indomitable Mount to just do a ride check. I'm definitely going to be doing the ride check.
Okay, so what do we need to hit?
DC 20.
Okay, we're good.
Where is... Oh, is that...
There's the ride check.
Is that 21 Wendell's?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Simon is the only one who fails. Simon hits some kind of barrier and gets stuck in the air.
So is that it?
Yeah. It happened as soon as he got line of effect with these guys.
Is anyone able to identify what happened to him?
With whose guys? With what guys?
With the group over
Chamois.
here. Yeah.
All right.
So he is back over here.
How far away is he?
No. We were still in the fog cloud at that point.
Yeah, but it's a line of effect, not line of sight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so as soon as you crest the ridge about right here, he like hits a barrier and stops. The rest of you manage to push your way through.
Technically, wasn't he still hooked onto Griff at that point?
I was not. I used a move action to unbuckle. So he was still holding on, but he wasn't.
Okay.
It wasn't. I mean, that would have been great, but I already said
It would have been hilarious.
Yeah.
It'd being dragged against this barrier. Ah!
Face pressed against concrete, getting drugged.
I can possibly change this up. So, okay. So he's still inside the cloud then.
How big is the cloud?
50 feet.
50 feet. If it's
Radius. 50 feet radius.
50 feet, then yes, he is.
Okay.
And these are hobs, right?
Yep. Okay, so now, Wendell, proceed.
All right. Because I'm pissed off that they didn't do as much damage as I was hoping, I will unbuckle and then just a basic full round attack with exploding traps.
Unbuckling is a move action. You can't do that in a full round attack.
Oh, okay. Then I will just unbuckle. Well, wait, do I have to unbuckle?
Not yet, but
You will be traveling with Griff if you do not unbuckle.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll unbuckle. And I'll just do a single attack. That's fine.
Okay.
Floating trap at that front fucker.
Okay.
So,
Go ahead and roll the attack.
hold on. I've always still got to try to figure these out.
Yeah, Simon was one off because he had Cloud Puff and his familiar. Yeah. Wow.
Okay.
51 hit.
That is a miss.
What
The
the
fickle winds thing they have up automatically deflects it.
Deflects it where? Because it's still an exploding trap.
The attack is negated as well as any extra riders on it, so it just kind of flies off into the distance. Let's say it flies off onto the island and explodes, killing a goblin over there.
Nah, okay.
You dare use my own spells against me, Potter.
That can
Well,
be
I'm
fixed.
useless. It's y'all's turn.
Okay.
No, you're not. You are not useless.
I
There
can't
are
do
more
shit
people
against
coming-
them.
Right, but there are more people that are coming. That are going to come out of the fog.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm good. I'm waiting for them, but I can't do shit against them.
Let's see. These guys. Let's see. Should they both try to kill Simon and capture him since he's separated? Yeah, they're designed to protect the air, not really the ground. So they would prioritize Simon. Okay, so they're going to standard action, move action, fly around surrounding him, and then one will try a claw. See if that they want to try to grapple him at first. See if that works. So,
Okay, so they're going to try to. So, what are they exactly trying?
a claw attack. It has the grab special quality. So if it hits, they get a free grab attempt.
Okay, it's going to be super high. No, not even close.
Yeah. The other one, it could just try a straight grapple check. But the robots have been informed you probably have freedom of movement up. No. The other guy's going to try a straight grapple check.
Fails. He will slide through there like a grease step hog.
Yep. Okay. All right. And it is Ruby Gargoyle's turn. They will double move and land in front.
Okay, as they do that, Cassie gets a for each person that comes in, she will get an attack of opportunity.
They might adjust their tactics after seeing one person get grabbed. So
Right, but they're all moving at once, right?
well, they're 4 different people. I'm just having them at the same initiative for simplicity's sake.
Yeah, since they're large, she's just going to try attacking them. She just gets. Do they have weapons?
Yes.
All right, she will try to whack them out of their hands.
Okay. Um, Yeah.
That's the first one. That's a total of 43.
All
Actually,
right.
44 with haste.
You grab the javelin out of her hands. She is not all that worried. She is going to continue flying down and land in front of you.
Okay, it just smacks it out of her hands, so it drops to the floor.
Yep. I'd say the other one is going to continue doing that. The last move action is going to do the same thing.
All right, I will keep on smacking things out of their hands.
Okay.
All right, the 47 obviously. 35 is still 45. So
Okay. Their CMD is 35, but
yeah.
you have buffs, so you're good.
I have lots of buffs for this.
Okay. The clerics are now going to cast Dispel Magic on the whole, do an area, greater dispel, area of effect on the whole party, targeting Fickle Winds.
So does that work character per character?
Actually, I never got around to casting Fickle Winds. It was a chambered spell, but I never actually cast it.
Well, that makes this a lot easier. Okay. For
I'm just
reference
gonna
sake,
kill you. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna kill you.
okay, so the gargoyles are probably, let's see, would they be blocking the way or would they be flying above? If they were working in conjunction with them,
Well, they're all gonna if they're trying to attack us melee, they're gonna be right in front
right, I know, but like it depends on the cleric's
angle. Yeah.
um, I'll say they're trying to fully block the way. So the area clerics can't do the one AoE I'm thinking of. So okay, so they don't need to do greater dispel magic for the Fickle Winds. In that case, they could just do a targeted one. Instead, let's do 2 destructions.
That's Pycon spell.
Let's see, who should they target? Who do they hate the most? They hate humans and arcane casters.
I hate everything. Cassie's human, and she is clearly... Well, actually, she hasn't cast a spell yet.
They probably know who you are, though.
She hasn't cast a spell yet, though.
You're famous, dude. Midnight Winds.
I'm pretty famous. I look super hot right now.
I am sorry.
I have like the makeup on. I look amazing.
You also just look like the biggest threat in some ways too.
Yeah, you're a big bitch right now.
Aside from maybe Griff too.
All right, go ahead and do your thing. What is it?
I would like a Fortitude save.
Fortitude save. Okay.
Yep, fort save for partial. Like I said, that's Pycon's spell.
Okay, that is a success.
How many did you want me to do?
2. Okay, so that's 28 and 20.
Yes. I don't think I have anything else.
At 20 is really bad. Let's just say.
Wait. How much? Like, do you have anything from your sword, inspiring sword, whatever?
I didn't do it.
Oh. Okay. Well.
Okay, so
Quite frankly, we should consider just using that party hero point because otherwise Cassie is about to take like 160 damage.
No. Okay.
Okay. So first one does 36 damage because you succeed on the will save. The second one, if you fail, you will take 150 points of instant damage.
Yeah.
The DC is 20 exactly.
Oh.
Oh man.
You are 1 point away from dying.
I didn't think that was gonna. I didn't think the 20 was high enough. Oh shit. Thank goodness.
Well, there's a lot of hobgoblins. They can't all be mini bosses. So 37 more damage.
Ow. That really hurts, guys.
Yeah, I remember that time PyCon one-shot like a giant demon? It was that spell.
Okay. So the archers, they are going to... I thought they were waiting for the get rid of Fickle Winds, but they don't need to do that, apparently. They are going to do a full round attack against their favorite enemy, which is human.
Okay.
And they're just really trying to kill Cassie.
Well, hey,
No, no.
focus fire is a pretty effective tactic.
Now, this actually have a good amount of resist. I mean, they're going to have to pretty much do a natural 20 to...
If you guys want me to use that hero point to cast Fickle Winds now, I can.
Yeah, go ahead, man. I mean, I that sounds great to me. What do you guys think?
I'm fine with that.
Completely throwing off the GM. Is like, well, I just cast the... But, I mean,
I need
quite
to
frankly,
tell you,
seeing Focus Fire...
I am one button press away from rolling all this.
Yeah,
arrows. You need to tell me right now.
if he hits a
No
natural
discussion,
20,
just from RPG. Hero point Fickle Winds, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. This is all stopped.
Oh, thank goodness. Now I had an
You
ability.
see, like the arrow, like going right between your eyes, and just suddenly. Because it was a crit too.
Oof.
Yeah. Okay. It is Fell's turn. Also, yeah, after Fell, I'm gonna have to stop. It's 11 o'clock.
Yeah, we
It's a good time
landed.
to
That's
stop.
what we wanted to do.
Like, we just wanted to get started.
Yo, bro, you need some help getting out of there?
Yes, stupid stuff.
Move action. Fel is going to release the harness. Standard will be used as a move to move closer while pulling out her rod of... Let's see. Rod of abrupt hexes.
What? You? Okay, you're flying up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as a swift action, she'll use her Heaven's Leap Hex, targeting Simon to bring him 30 feet away. So closer to our group.
Okay.
Should be right above Fel.
Okay.
I guess the question is whether that teleports him through the effect or not.
That works, but he still cannot move closer. Something is
That's
stopping.
fine. That's fine. I can hit with bombs from here because I have my bomber's eye and
he's with the group,
long
which
shot.
matters.
I believe it only because of the will save. I'm interpreting it as only affects Simon's abilities.
Yeah. So I can't move, but I can hit things from where I am.
Yes, you can still throw your bombs and such.
Yeah. So that's fine.
It doesn't restrict your actions aside from moving.
Does Simon think those robots who are about to kill him that they are susceptible to electric damage?
Yes, all robots are.
Okay, cool. Because I have electric.
Yeah, this can't be the end of Iron Gods where they had like insulation as well. That would be a little much.
It's very specific, yeah.
Yeah, these guys are like, they're not super. These guys are more for being scouts and finding invisible targets than being heavy hitters. Just basically knowing that you guys like to do that. They built them as I can see invisibility. Okay. All right, and that is that.
All right, guys. Good game.
Yes, yes.
Oh, freed up Simon for the top of the round.